started for tonight. I actually am going into this with actual plans, Rev. Me, the most
Nuh-uh.
unorganized fucker of all time, is going in with an actual plan into his stream. That's right. That's right, boys and
Did I
girls.
enter into like? Did I enter into a whole different timeline? What is going on?
Yeah, dude, it's a pretty gay timeline, to be honest with you. It's the homosexual agenda is strongly enforced. I don't know if you saw speaking of that, dude, I have a reverend on right now. It's so funny. Speaking about the homosexual agenda, did you see that clip of that pastor like doing the prayer in front of Trump?
I did.
Dude, so fucking funny, dude. Not even like getting into the political trenches of that. I want to like wash my hands with that. But like that shit's funny as fuck because like it's not like you can do anything in that situation even if you disagree, bro. Imagine you're like
Right.
giving a sermon, bro, and just some motherfucker stands up in your little flock and's like, "Fuck you, motherfucker. I disagree." No one does that. This isn't the 1800s in a Western movie.
I'm telling you, the cojones on her, man.
Dude,
that
was pretty ballsy of her. I mean, I fully am not 100% in line with her message or whatever. I thought it was kind of cringe, but you gotta love the brass balls on that bitch, dude. She's got some brass
Credit where
fucking
credit's due.
balls, dude. Those balls are made out of like fucking vibranium, and they're just clanking underneath her clip, dude. Jesus, bro, that was wild. But anyways, you got a new video out. You got a new video out. Now I've seen the first 2 minutes of this because you were worried about like people clicking off, so I put it on to see if I could find anything. Now we will watch this, and before you feel, I will say the criticism I've already told you when we get there. But after that, I am going to. You still haven't seen my. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but you haven't seen my Dusk video, right?
Right.
So we will go in and I will show you how you can do an overlong intro that was way worse than you were worried about your intro being too much. I'll show you too much. I'll fucking show you too much. How yours is absolutely fine. Mine is fucking forever. But I'm really interested to get into this, Rev. Do you have anything you want to say before we start?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on here, Jiffy. As always, I love being on here, and I'm excited to check this out with you.
Yeah, dude.
Hope to make everybody laugh. Hope to make you laugh, brother.
Dude, we are steps away from just starting a podcast, bro. It's getting there. It's getting serious, bro.
I know.
The Muslim and the Reverend, bro. All right, let's kick.
I think that would be a fantastic podcast.
Yeah, dude, we just read creepypastas. I want to rip off creepcasts so hard. It's like just something I want to do because every time there's a podcast, there's like 8 other podcasts that pop up that are the same, and there isn't another creepcast yet. So there's a part of me that just wants to start it, but there's another part of me that knows I have no fucking time. But here we go.
Reverend has decided to enter into the presence of the eternal Cthulhu. Tell me, mortal, why are you here?
Huh? What? Wait, where am I? I feel like I just woke up from a dream. The last thing I remember, there were a bunch of zombies carrying heads and angry fellows whose suits were way too small on them. Like seriously, I couldn't tell if the screams of agony were coming from the helpless victims or the buttons on their suits.
You are but a grain of sand in comparison to my power. Now bow before me, and maybe I will end your miserable little existence.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there, Tentacles.
Tentacles, I will end you right here, you insufferable.
I too have a power that you can't begin to fathom.
And what might that be, little cockroach?
Oh, it's the power of the checkpoint.
No.
Our journey begins.
It is a clever beginning. I really like it. It just gets a little watered down. In the, you know what I mean? It's like almost perfect, but it's just where you can't understand it just enough. You know what I mean? That was my only gripe in that intro, and it's not even bad. You can still understand the motherfucker. You can still get the jokes. I'm
thinking it maybe would have helped had I put like actual like words on the screen of what he was saying. I think that may have been the key there.
Yeah, that could have worked too. Just had them like flash up like it's a fucking TikTok. I think that could have worked. I mean, I like it. I like the beginning. I think it's clever. I think it's funny. It's right up your fucking alley of your little clever wit that you had. You don't even have to use taint jokes, which bothers me. It's like, I'm just gonna do my jokes, dude. I like, and we know that kind of is a riff, like my whole Cortana living in my guest bedroom, bothering me all the time. I'm gonna say that I influenced you now. I'm gonna claim that I'm a huge influence with my characters. But not once did Cthulhu say you had a small penis, which is all Cortana tells me. Every time she decides to put herself in a video, she tells me I have a small penis.
Cthulhu was pretty nice for a an eldritch deity. It was all right.
Yeah, he seemed like pretty easy to defeat, honestly. I'm sure we'll get to when did you actually finish the game in this video?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get to when you actually fight Cthulhu. Cool. I actually played this fucking game previously too, so I actually know some shit about this game. Love this game.
In the main menu, where I spent an inordinate amount of time.
Dude, did you unlock the throwing dildos?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, don't they look like fucking Lovecraftian throwing dildos?
That's why I unlocked them.
Exactly, dude. They're perfect.
Time listening to the main menu music. This freaking menu music is a banger, dude. I love it. Never mind playing the game, I'm just gonna sit here and listen. From the jump, I will say that the developer Bite Barrel and Tim Fialka, who composed the soundtrack, absolutely nailed it. In fact, I'm thinking about contacting Tim to write a heavy metal soundtrack for my life as well. Though I guess if I'm honest, a sick heavy metal soundtrack won't be nearly as effective when all I'm doing is drinking coffee and sitting with the elderly. Anyway, the story begins with some exposition by the main character, Priest, as he informs us that a family member, Cousin Lewis, has requested his help, as some strange things are afoot in the city of Pestisville. According to Lewis, many people have gone missing, some strange voices are filling the air, and panic rages on in the city. Upon his arrival, Priest immediately noticed that the city is as empty as a thoughts and prayers comment on a Facebook post. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the book of James. Moving on.
Dude, I fucking love it's like when your grandma sends you that fucking I know my grandma does it. I don't know about your grandma, Rev, but does she send you those shits where it's like send it to 15 other fucking losers so that they have goodwill or whatever?
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, how about you fucking shut up? I don't say that to my grandma because I love her, but it's like, dude.
I would say I wouldn't say that to mine either.
Yeah, I know. I love my grandma very, very much. Like all the muches, dude. I love her to death. But
I just conveniently forget to do anything with it.
Yeah, dude. Me too. I'm just like, oh no, dude. How could this have happened?
Sorry, Grandma.
Dude, now they're showing up in fucking video format. I'm like, no, Grandma found TikTok. Our TikTok made it to Facebook. Oh no. And it's like that fucking AI voiceover where it's like, this family had good luck because this family passed this message on to 10 other people. Message it to 10 other people.
It's also
so they
not
could go
grammatically correct either.
No.
You got to make sure it's not grammatically correct.
It gets to the end, it's like, prep, and you're like, okay, and then it's like misspelled on the fucking page. It's like the word. I did that the other day, and I had a stream that fucking bombed the other day. Right, it's fine. I'll use this half the time just to capture footage, but I had a stream the other day where I named it Weeb Knowledge, and I can't remember. I think I misspelled knowledge. I would have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure I misspelled knowledge just to see if anybody caught it, because I thought it was fucking funny, because it's like weebs and being smart.
Was that on purpose?
Yes, that was on purpose.
Nice.
Yeah, do you know?
I saw it, but I was like, all right, I do that.
Oh, yeah, no. I have a video that that dev that had me play that ninja game, right? That ninja game I played that was like Chaos.
Yeah,
the one in my server who does he also chases tornadoes. Dude's fucking crazy. Like
that's wild.
good crazy, and a little like crazy in like a crazy way, but like all still a little good because he's like creating art or whatever. But dude has because like real crazy in the fact that you're willing to chase tornadoes, dude. That's fucking insane. Like You got to be a little insane to
Right.
just fucking be like, I'm gonna go check out a tornado real quick. But what was I going? I was going somewhere with this, Rev, and then I fucking lost my train of thought. You were on that stream. Oh, dude. So when I was I had him on the stream right after I talked to you, and he was like, I thought it was so funny when you misspelled Indiana Jones for your Indiana Jones video, because that woke one I did where I was like I was annoyed with the anti-woke people, and he said that. I'm like, fuck. I was like, my bad. That wasn't on purpose. Indian Jones, dude. I've left it, dude. I fucking left it. I did not go and change it because, again, that's a slop video. I'm not too worried about it. But, yeah, dude. Total fuck up, bro. All right, let's get back to your thing.
Priest goes to the place where he's supposed to meet his cousin Lewis, but cousin Lewis is nowhere to be found. In the silence of this empty room, Priest begins to hear footsteps in the corridor outside. When it was finally time for me to assume control of the character, I was overjoyed to see the revolver waiting on me. It is an incredibly important part of any Reverend's uniform, because nothing says love your neighbor like a .357 Magnum round. I also took the time to check out all of the lore scattered around the room, and after I felt adequately caught up on what was happening, I went out the door and into the chaos, but not before I gave myself a little pep talk. That's a handsome fella right there. In the hallway, I was introduced to...
Bro, did that give you wood? Did it give you wood when you checked out your reflection?
Yeah.
that was a joke up your alley, bro. That was a Rev joke right there. I was there with it. As soon as you said that's a good looking guy, I'm like, yes, dude. Yes, dude. I beat Rev to his own kind of joke. This is the dream. This is why I wake up every morning and goon, bro.
I'm so proud of you right now, Jiffy. I want you to know that.
I appreciate it. You know, I'm hunkered down in a snowstorm in Florida right now, just thinking about how much gooning is available in this video.
Different types of enemies. This poor zombie would find out real quick that a pastor with a pistol makes for a hard-to-eat target, especially when that pistol can involuntarily remove said zombie's noggin, which it did, in glorious fashion. This leads me to something that I wanted to talk about with Forgive Me Father. Like I said a few moments ago, there are many different types of enemies that will be encountered throughout the story. Bite Barrel gave each enemy its own mechanic and special way of making your life a little more difficult. In fact, not long into this first level, I came across zombies carrying heads, and it wasn't just a creative art decision to add to the character model. It was a whole new mechanic. The head that it was carrying was actually its spare head, and it would promptly place that spare head upon its neck should a certain reverend forcefully remove the original one. I, for one, thought that was incredibly clever. Another mechanic I truly enjoyed was the madness meter attached to the player character. The madness meter slowly fills as you dispatch enemies or drink the liquor bottles that are laying around, and as it grows, you begin to do more damage to enemies, as well as receive less damage from the enemies. And you know that you've gotten adequately mad when your screen turns completely gray. The madness meter adds a really fun reason to go absolutely crazy, spreading lead judgment on all of the enemies. Nice. I get to go mad by drinking alcohol and shooting everything. That's just real. Traveling through the level, one of the first things I had to do was give myself a rock solid alibi in case someone came after me for putting down zombies for a permanent nap. It was self-defense, everybody saw it. And then found out the hard way the keys would yet again be necessary to progress. You need to have a key. Dadgummit, didn't bring my priestly lockpicks. In my journey through the attic level, I would come across the second weapon in my arsenal, the shotgun, and buddy, was this one of my favorites through all the playthrough. And it got even better once I was able to upgrade it. Oh yeah, for those that enjoy a leveling and upgrade system, Forgive Me Father has that, and it's quite nice. Every weapon in the game, including your starting knife, has the ability to be upgraded, and something that I truly enjoyed was that the upgrades to the weapons often resulted in an appearance change as well. It really made spending the level up point feel a lot more rewarding when I can visually see the changes on the weapons as opposed to a flat damage increase that takes place behind the scenes. Back to my own journey through the game, I made a new friend a little way.
Dude, you put your shit in so much more smoothly than I did. I just kind of chaos my way through the video. It's always a how can I get to the next joke quickest type position, right? I
Yeah.
do like.
Yeah.
I like how you actually like go into the mechanic better because it's like you actually write scripts, which is smart, and I probably should do that. I wrote a script for one video ever, maybe two. I think I did one or no. I'm gonna call one a script, and the other was just a lot of bullet points. No, I did two with a lot of bullet points. The Forgive Me Father one, I did a lot of bullet points, but it wasn't for the Forgive Me Father part of the video. It was for the Lovecraft's entire upbringing. I like do a quick lore breakdown on Lovecraft at the beginning of the video. And then I have this video hasn't came out yet. When it does, I think it's really cool, but I did a whole lore breakdown on the guy behind Soldier of Fortune magazine. I actually talk about Soldier of Fortune magazine, which I think a lot of people kind of forget was a big thing at one time, and it was big enough to get a game, but it's something that the internet's almost forgot about. So I thought it would be cool to do, like, I did a really in-depth thing on that. So when that video eventually comes out, I don't fucking know when I scheduled it, but the other one was God, it was a forgetful game. That's the sad thing, is I put a lot of work into the video, and I don't even think it did well. It was Homefront: The Revolution. I wrote a script out for Homefront: The Revolution, and I still leave my script. It was kind of open ended, so I could put jokes into it, but because like it's easy to figure out. Like I can think of a joke in the time and write it down, but then while I'm doing it, I'll think of a better joke, and I want to put that in. And that, yeah, dude, it's one of those things. It's like, I have something with writing stuff down. I always fuck it up, dude, somehow, which I think the way you're doing this is brilliant. It's brilliant how you actually set it up and you plan out the whole fucking, oh, we're going to talk about the upgrade tree thing here. And I just kind of fucking, I know I just shit out of my dick as hard as I can.
It just, you know, I've been writing for a very long time. My entire job revolves around writing something for every week. So I was like, well, I'm good at it. Might as well put it to use.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, just add it to the list of things.
Well, your fucking flow is good, dude. Your fucking flow is good. I like it. It's respectable.
Into the first level, who honestly became my best friend because I had to reload checkpoints more than I want to admit. I also
dude, and you're literally utilizing him in this game right here where you're talking to the homeless, bro. It's like part of your job, isn't it?
I know.
Like fucking, oh, look at this guy drinking. Well, let's get him some Jesus.
Gave him a name. I will call you Jebediah. Bidding adieu to Jeb, I went on my merry way through the rest of the level, and I found my lantern, which helped me see in the spooky, scary, dark places. In time, I would enter into the final room where Bite Barrel did me a bamboozle. I gotta look through all the boxes. What? After I started breathing again, I would make my way through the level exit and on to level 2. In level 2, Garden, I played a rousing game of Train the Zombies. Y'all don't stand a chance, I played Nazi zombies. In level 3, Streets, I came across the first of 4 ability items available to Priest, the Crucifix, and I will say that this ability item saw frequent use because for some reason, I made a habit of running face first into balls. Green, orange, tentacle covered, you name it. For informational purposes, all 4 abilities depend on your madness meter, so if you find yourself playing this game, go mad. To help with that, frickin' rocked. I had a blast throwing lead at high rounds per second. Like, I'm being serious, I really enjoyed it. And I also celebrated finding this machine gun. Ooh, a Tommy gun! I found the machine gun this time. All it took was for it to be directly in front of my face in a place I have to go through.
I found the machine gun this time. For those of you who might be wondering why Rev is so bad, he went through the entire game of Reverend and never found the machine gun. He went through the game twice and never found the machine gun, which is there. It's in like 2 spots, incredibly obvious, to the point where the game's literally giving you ammo for it every 2 seconds. And in his video, like, that's weird. They drop teeth. Like.
Look, I can't live it down. I might as well just play into it.
Yeah,
You know?
it's so funny that he's like, you played through the dev. Actually, was said you played through this whole game without the machine gun. I will never not be my favorite thing.
Somewhere in FPS boomer shooter, like just history, that will go down.
I hope so, dude. I hope that goes down as something that you will never live down. I mean, you went through, you were playing Fallout London where you never used a gun, and then you're like, dude, fuck, guns, dude. I gotta pick them up. Oh.
I was supposed to look for those?
Yeah, miss me with that shit, dude. Just let me use my Reverend Dick. Just, where do I get the Reverend Dick? I know he has one, because I have one.
It's a different kind of crucible poker.
I'm glad you liked that so much. That one I put it. I put that joke in. I had it. What did I have it originally? I actually had it, and I went a day like later that day. I went back, was like redoing it, and then I redid that section. It was something else. It was oh god, dude. It was like the. I was like the prison Jesus or something, or it was like the Jesus Shiv, or it was something along those lines. It was okay, but the Crucible Poker was a rewrite. It was like 100% a rewrite. So when I saw you say something about it, like, thank you, somebody liked it. Let's go, dude.
Gave me I giggled like uncontrollably.
It's so crazy. Now you have that. You have the fucking. Oh, so Rev was telling me behind the scenes that the main leader of DOSman Games reached out to him, which is so fucking. Sam is such a cool guy. Sam is such a fucking cool guy. And for those of you who don't know who DOSman Games are, and you're watching my stream, you're fucking retarded because I talk about it all the time. He's one of my favorite publishers out there. I love DOSman Games. I think they're bringing a lot to the table. Their new game, Satan, I have a video on it. It's fucking amazing. It's an amazing game. It's probably the best full campaign they have that's been released from them, but I still like the art style in the DOSman games better, if that makes sense. And I think Reverend was awesome in the fact that it feels like a Postal game. Now, but that's cool that they reached out to you, dude. I mean, you will forever have content because they release more games than anybody else ever.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that, and honestly, I kind of feel like a real YouTuber, Jiffy.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know if I told you how I found out about them. I was on Twitter, and I'd already followed them because Reverend looked interesting to me. I had heard about Reverend a few times, just kind of because it's in my feed. I have like most of my Twitter is like fucking boomer shooter shit. Well, until the fucking election, now every other person who used to talk about boomer shooters is just posting shit from fucking Wolfenstein. Ugh, like it's topical. Did you know you kill Nazis in that game? Topical. It's like, dude, when everybody's making the same joke, the joke's not good anymore. It's like, fucking hate it. I hate it, dude.
Right.
It was the same shit happened after he won the election. I saw the same people posting the same thing. It's like, oh, time to dust off the old tape, bro. Bring out the same picture from before. Oh, it's BJ Blazkowicz. Oh my god. Anyways, back to the actual point at hand. I was sitting there, I was scrolling through, and then I'd followed DOSman Games because they're always posting about their shit. And they said something about, hey, FPS YouTubers, message us if you want to check out or get a key for our games and review it. And I said, absolutely, I'm an FPS YouTuber. I'm nothing. I'm very small, but I will give it a fucking shot, dude. I will put my fucking balls on the table, and not my shaft because it kind of would sit above the balls, micro penis, remember? And I put them on the table, and the next day he actually said, yeah, here you go. Here's the key and everything. And I was like, fuck. And then I was like, dude, I was a little scared, you know? Not scared, but like curious. I was like, wait, because you've heard horror stories where they want like, what this is the stuff they want, and their list was very fucking small for what they wanted me to do. Like, I'm talking micro fucking scopic what they wanted me to do. It was just like, tag the game, post about it, do the review. We're cool. And I was like, and so then I wanted to like get some information about him. So I asked if I could call him. I gonna do like an interview with him. And again, I have like a couple of those that I will talk to them maybe about releasing one day. But I was like, yeah, dude. And I got the information and I did that first DOS Man video, which is still one of my favorite videos on my channel. And it's just so cool. They were like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. You can do it. Like I said, are you sure? Did you watch my content? And they were literally, I think they, hold on, give me a half second here. Let me check my Twitter just to verify something real quick. And then I can I can say something maybe. Yes. So they've already posted about it. Let's start teasing our internal project. Yeah, so they have this new internal project. They have a picture of it right on their Twitter, about this game in Egypt, right? And he was like, I actually wanted to bring up, because in a couple videos, I have complained about Egypt levels. I fucking bitch about them so hard, dude. I fucking hate Egypt levels. Now, I don't hate games in Egypt. Me. In Egypt, because of the fact that if the game, like Serious Sam is all in Egypt, right? For the most part. But the game, it's like, that's its direction. That's what it's doing. It is fucking there. I hate when a game takes me from fucking one place and I'm going to all these different places, and then the one place that every single fucking game goes, it's like horror movies going to the hood, bro. FPS games go to fucking Egypt. I fucking hate it, dude, because Egypt's such a boring aesthetic when you go from like castles to fucking Egypt. It's like, oh yeah, dude.
Right.
Dirt and a pyramid. Oh, is that a sphinx? Oh, I'd better stick it up my ass, bro. And he actually was like, yeah, dude, I was worried because of the fact that you didn't like Egypt. I was like, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I hate when we just go fucking randomly to Egypt. Like, a game in Egypt is a whole different.
I'm gonna rewind just a second. I didn't know that you could fit the entire Sphinx up your butthole.
I definitely can. I don't know who you're fucking talking to. Dude, when my family gets cold, I open my fucking crack, spread the anus. Did you know your anus and your mouth are made out of the same skin material? Fun fact. But I spread that whole thing and get a nice good stretch. It's like that scene from Star Wars when the fucking Wars. Yeah. And then they crawl in there and cuddle up next to the corn for warmth.
Well, aren't they glad that you're there during the snowstorm?
Oh, absolutely.
Now they're not going to be cold.
I mean, I might save the entire city of Tallahassee just because of my ass.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty impressive guy, actually.
Good guy, that Jiffy.
But did you get Satan? Just the last thing I'll ask you before I get back to the video.
Not yet. I haven't bought it just yet.
Ah, dude, you're gonna love it.
He said if I wanted a key, I could ask for it, and so I didn't know. I didn't know what that, if I could just ask for it, what would happen or what. But, so.
I mean, I actually offered to buy that game. Not that he was just fucking. He offered to give me the game, but I said, hey, if you want, I will get a video. Like, just let me know if you want me to get a video out with the day the game comes out, because I can fucking stream it and do whatever. Just like as like not as like a thank you, but like because I love those guys. I fucking love those guys. I want to promote them as much as possible with whatever small platform I have. And then he just gave me a key, and I'm like, dude, I just want to know if you wanted me to stream it the day it came out, not give me a key, but thank you. I appreciate it so much, dude. You guys are fucking awesome. But yeah, dude, great fucking people.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask him for a key then, and, because I bought everything else, so.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, bro. I'll fucking, if you made a video on it, I would put it on my channel as well, dude. I mean, I already have 2 Satan videos. I could fucking throw a third one 2 months away from now if you made a video. But at that time, it's probably going to be in fucking April. Yeah. Like, I have so many cut videos. I need to get back to your fucking video, dude. I'm the king of distractions, Rev. I'm the king. Your video's
I'm not
cooking.
helping. So.
Well, you're the man of the hour right now. You're the guest.
Well, 4 rooftops. Thank you.
You're welcome, my sweet boy.
Took me from running through the Pestisville streets to hopping across rooftop like some holy Assassin's Creed character. Although I did go out the way of Gwen Stacy at least once. Oh. Dang it. While I was playing Parkour Preacher Man in level 4, I also took the time to upgrade my shotgun. Look how cool it is now.
Dude, I love that you actually used that in there. I love that you
yeah. I was hoping you would see it.
Dude, you know, I sent that to you. So I posted on Twitter now on in a feed or something. But like, I actually fucking worked so hard to make that. I don't know if you know how hard I had to work to make that shit fucking work. But I was so proud of myself. Dude, I had to find the right picture of a preacher with guns. I had to remove its head, and then I found a postal picture that was of the postal dude that would fit, sort of, and then I had to edit the postal picture to where it actually looked like the same art style as the body. Then I had to remove it and make sure the neck was facing the right way. Now, there was a minuscule problem I ran into right away. Right away, I put the head facing the other direction. It was turned the other way, which looked fine at first. But then when you looked at the nice little inconsistencies in the neck of the original drawing to the neck of the postal guy, you could see that it was fighting itself. So then I had to restart over and then redo it again. So.
Well, I appreciate you going through all that struggle.
Yeah, dude, it was awful. It was fucking awful, but it is probably going to... I knew that I couldn't have... I had to make a better thumbnail than the one I made for you. Like, no offense. I did really good on that thumbnail. I'm still happy with what I made, but I was out of ideas after I made the one for you. I was like, fuck, how am I going to do this? I knew I was going to put the postal dude on it. And then I just went full fucking, like... insane meth-riddled fucking happiness into making that thumbnail. I'm pretty sure Destiny's jaw still hurts from the amount of meth that I did to make that thumbnail. I don't do meth, guys. That was a joke. It's fucking ha-ha, hiddly ha-has. But...
oh, goodness. Pistol also received an upgrade, though it's not as flashy, and I gained access to the MP18, as well as the Aspergillum stun ability. Gonna show these enemies the business end of my mop. Moving into level 5, Harbor, I was greeted with a fishy smell. After figuring out that it smelled quite similar to Kenneth Copeland's theology, I pressed on, only to have exploding fish chucked at me by strange men. I also found the Necronomicon, though I didn't see any fellows with chainsaw hands running around nearby. And with this interesting bit of reading material, I now had the ability to become invincible for a time. I also got my hands on a secret weapon with a pretty metal name. This looks very secrety. The Tormentor. Look at me, Jiffy. I found a secret weapon. On my way out of the level, I said goodbye.
You found a secret weapon. One thing that I think is funny, second time I played this game, because I started it on the Switch, I forgot to grab that weapon, so I actually restarted the level to go get it again. And after you run out of ammo with it, it pisses me off that it disappears.
I know, I was very sad.
Yeah, dude, it's just such a fucking waste, bro. It's such bullshit that gun disappears because it's so good. I was so upset.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
It just has, it's like the perfect machine gun. It's so much fun to use. And I don't know if it's later in the game because I didn't find it again. But big upset. Big upset.
It is, in fact, later in the game because I found it again.
I figured it was. I kind of just was like having... I just like... You get to a certain point in this game, and I was streaming it, and I wasn't really... I was just kind of coming home, and this is when I was just streaming without a face camera or anything. And I was just like fucking murking my way through the story on... this is on console, too. So, obviously, I played this game on a much easier difficulty because... Could you imagine playing this on a controller, Rev?
No, I don't want to imagine it. It was rough enough on the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, think about playing this on the Switch too. That fucking actually gives me brain damage when I played this on the Switch.
And the Switch joysticks are already not great.
Oh, dude, that boss fight with the fucking walls of death in this game.
Uh-huh.
That's where I still am on the Switch. That's not even that far in the
No
game.
way.
I'm still stuck there
No.
on the Switch because you die so fast. Because it's like
Yeah.
latency issues, everything that you can have a problem with an FPS game is on the Switch.
It's almost worth it to get the Switch Pro controller just to be done with the Switch joysticks.
Yeah, it's really bad. I only play the Switch in handheld mode because I really don't like playing it on my TV. Because
Yeah.
I like handhelds. They're cool. I can fucking do other shit. But Jesus, I have so many FPS games on the Switch and they're all on easiest with as much fucking auto aim as possible. I put on that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that I want to try even imagine it on the Switch.
It's not. It's fun.
It makes me want to cry.
Dude, I was playing it on a fucking plane going to Kuwait, dude, and I was like, I was having so much fun until I got to that boss fight, and I wanted to yell so loud on the plane, but I knew that I'm already like on a plane, and I don't want to be kicked off a plane and be stuck in another country because I decided to throw a tantrum over a video game. No DSP moment for me.
Oh goodness. I keep interrupting. As soon as I start to talk is when you start the video. I'm gonna shut up.
No, dude, you talk whenever you want because there's this fancy thing on a computer called a clicker that I can stop at any moment. Any moment. If you want to cut in to say something about the process of making this video, I will pause this bitch so fast that my wife will come in the other room.
Wow. That's talent.
Yeah, dude, I hit the space bar like a fucking champ, bro.
I spent an inordinate amount of time staring at this guy in the window.
Did you
I
really?
didn't keep that in the video. Yeah. I was trying to figure out what was going on with him. I didn't know what it was all about. So
You're like, hey, how you doing, buddy? I'm Rev. How are you doing? Did you know I'm a reverend? I
want to hear the good news?
I have gone 3 houses this week, and you are the ugliest. You look like a man that needs himself some Jesus, and I accept all.
You're Terry. Bye, Terry. And journeyed on. Level 6, Hospital, was honestly my favorite in terms of level atmosphere. It also really helps that it emphasizes the priest's descent into madness as he has found himself in a mental hospital. He arrived in the hospital and immediately started yelling,
Lewis!
While in this twisted place, I made fun of an enemy. He blew himself up with his own fish. What an idiot. Ran into some forgive me father necromorphs. Oh, grotesque. Some tentacled necromorphs going on. And questioned Jebediah's ability to be everywhere at once. Jebediah, how'd you get in the hospital? In fact, how do you get anywhere? Turns out Jebediah is actually an eldritch monster. It's himself. And after being chased by a wall of gore and flames in a scene reminiscent of Indiana Jones, I happily turned in my discharge papers and continued on my way, right into the first boss. Level 7, Catharsis. This big boy was a sight to behold, sporting a face that only a mother could love. This boss had me hopping and shooting and hopping some more. Honestly, he seemed very angry, which was evident by the fact that he was shooting eyeballs at me the amount of time it took me to get that zoom in directly, immediately right on the end of that scream.
Yeah.
Was ungodly.
Oh, so you actually wanted that shot. You were like, I need this fucking shot.
I wanted that shot, yes. I saw it in my mind and I had to have it. So
dude, it's fucking Light Chomp showed up. This is where Light Chomp joined my stream. I one of my fucking mods on my stream. He just commented one of my favorite indie channels. His account just got deleted, which sucks. Hate censorship. Another thing now is he showed up during this stream. This is when I was going the hardest, and he was there for every moment of this game. He was so fucking excited about it. I know he wants me to play Forgiving Father too because it's great, but I think I called this the Clitosaurus, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I read
I can
it.
see that.
I read its name and I just saw whatever it said, and I was like, that sounds like clit. The Clitosaurus, the Clitstrophus. It was just, I just was like, yes, dude, clit.
So, yeah, I nerd out here in a moment, and I explain the meaning of the name.
Oh, yes, dude. I don't know. I didn't look up his meaning behind him. So I'm excited for this.
Yeah. Time, as well as laying landmines. And it's also quite ironic that his name is Catharsis, which hails from the Greek word catharsis with a K. That is literally defined as the process of relieving negative emotion. And trust me, it didn't get any less angry in the time that it took me to defeat it. So, once Catharsis had been relieved of his negative emotions via gunfire, I ran as fast as I could to get out of this hellish hospital and on to Act 2. The first level of Act 2 was a...
Dude, speaking of, it's funny because of Catharsis, I thought maybe you were going into the lore of him, like you were a fucking Lovecraft nut. I thought maybe it was like behind the Lovecraftian lore. But the Catharsis thing is funny because the town in Postal 3 is called Catharsis.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Mm-hmm. It's called Catharsis. It's Catharsis, Arizona is, and that's what, it's just like a joke because of the fact, I don't even think I put that in my Postal 3 video, but it's funny that it's like the opposite there too, but it's definitely more of a joke than in this where it's more like horrific irony.
Yeah.
See,
yeah, for sure.
Now we're both
I'm still interested to know what indie account.
Yeah, dude, his name is
I want to know what indie account got deleted.
Amy Scalusi in this any Scalusi in this video. I don't remember if there was dude, you'll have to remind me, Light Chomps. You're the one that's there for Scalusi, dude. Scalusi is what I call it when I'm killing bone enemies. Cuz I'm getting some Scalusi. Like Bussy, but with skulls.
There's Scalusi in this video.
Then it is. This is where I came up with the term Scalusi. See, there's a lot of lore with this game in my channel because of it was the first game that people were watching me play on stream, and it wasn't just me streaming to no one.
It's got a really high search volume.
Yeah. Well, it's the art style. I think it's the art style, and it is a very unique game. It is a very unique game. I'm sure you noticed it doesn't play like a boomer shooter. It plays like a serious Sam game. And a lot of people don't like that. And they get mad because they go into this thinking it's a boomer shooter. And then they're mad because the gameplay is nothing like a boomer shooter. And then there's just... It's also one of the few indie boomer shooters that tells a story. I think that drew a lot of people in. There's a lot of reasons why this game stays relevant. Also, Lovecraft is always popular. And these guys are... Yeah. Super they are full in on the Lovecraft in this. I've never seen anything that just went this hard into Lovecraft.
Oh, it was fantastic. You know, I don't know a whole lot as far as Lovecraft is concerned, and that that whole realm of things, but I learned a little bit just in playing this for sure.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing.
I don't know if I've deep dived into it yet. Well.
Yeah, dude. Not a fan of brown people. I listened to all of Call of Cthulhu before playing or making the video on this because I thought it would add context. He just really doesn't like brown people and poor people. Actually, he really doesn't like anybody, to be honest with you. Lovecraft just fucking hates. It was Devil Made Me Cry. You were fighting the squid boss when I first joined. Oh, that's right. Oh, and then Jason, bro. They killed him. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks that they just nuke people off the platform. And where? Grammar or something? It was Devil May Cry because I was killing the skeletons, dude. Alright, yeah, I was killing skeletons in that, dude, too. But fuck Devil May Cry. I fucking hate that game. Just the cameras. It's the cameras in Devil May Cry that really fucking pissed me off. And then I was playing Devil May Cry 2, actually, was the one with the squid boss that got me killed.
They're not like the weird cameras like Resident Evil cameras, are they?
It's yes and no. You got wider areas, but it's still the bouncing camera like Resident Evil.
No, the Resident Evil cameras make me sick.
Yeah, dude. It's they get me. It's the same way with the first two Devil May Cries. Now I don't know about Devil May Cry 3 because I haven't tried it yet. I own it on PlayStation, I think, but I haven't played it yet. I know Devil May Cry 5 has normal cameras, or yeah, 5, 4, 5. I don't know. The one with the fucking edgy boy with the book that summons animals. That one doesn't have the shitty cameras. Neither does DMC, the Devil May Cry reboot. It doesn't have shitty cameras either, and I really like that game. So if you want to play Devil May Cry, those I think it's Devil May Cry 5 and DMC don't have bad cameras.
Okay. Spooky Graveyard, and boy was
I've
it
got a
full
long
enemies.
list of
In
games I've got to
fact, one of
play.
Oh, dude, you're telling me, bro? My fucking list
I would say,
is ridiculous.
nowhere near you to grind out like 3 videos.
Dude.
I know you were telling me about that.
Yeah, dude, I made those 2 videos last weekend, and then I made a third one just to prep for this week so that I could have an easier day where I just recorded audio. That's my Coven video. Is all the footage is all my B-roll and stuff is done. All I have to do is record audio over it. But I did Postal 3 and Fear 3 last weekend.
Yeah. you nose to the grindstone or whatever it is.
The sad thing is, I do at least 1 video a week. And at least. So I try to shoot for 2 a weekend.
Yeah.
And some weekends I get it done. Some weekends I get 1 done. If I don't get 1 done, then I'm real mad at myself. I beat myself up about it.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I didn't think I was going to get this video done. I'd message you about that. But I think for me to be able to put out content like what we're watching now, with that quality, I'm down to 1 for the foreseeable future.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. The only reason I can do it is before my baby was born, I got 3.5 months ahead of schedule, and I was making lower end. I still don't hate my first year of YouTube. I feel like I learned a lot. I grew a lot, but I got myself such a wide breadth that after I've kept it at 2 months. So I've lost a month, but I've maintained the 2 months for like a long time now. Because that first month after the baby was born, I didn't get much content done. Also, I bought a house, and there's a lot of shit that happened in like the span of the month before my baby was born that it was like couldn't make content, and I lost a month there of uploading, and then I've had 2 months that I've been maintaining for a very long time. I think I might be slipping below it, but no, I don't think so because I caught up last week. I don't know. This weekend, if I can get a fucking Half-Life, my Half-Life video done and the Coven video, I'll be fucking Gucci, man. And they fucking
Heck yeah.
Donald Trump got my fucking cap cut back. Now, I was really worried about that too because I was gonna have to use a different editing software, and I'm not ready to make that jump yet.
It caught me by surprise that CapCut got cut.
Well, it's owned by ByteDance. Same people own.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until afterwards.
I didn't either until I couldn't fucking use it. And I started trying some other shit just for my slop videos. Like, cause I release 4 of those a week, right? And I consistently try to upload or cut those as much as I fucking can, so that I can stay ahead of shit. And then I couldn't cut for like 2 days, which means I'm behind now, but I'm still like a month and a half ahead on fucking slop content for 4 days a week, so I'm still good there. But the grind's real is what I'm saying, Rev, and you understand.
I hear you. Oh, I want to point out that Light Chomps said it's bonusy.
Bonussi, Scolussi, Bonussi, dude, Bonussi. Thank you. I thought Scolussi sounded weird. I thought Scolussi sounded weird. It's Bonussi, bro. Bonussi. I can't even stay ahead of my jokes sometimes, dude. I want to have running jokes, but I forget the joke. The only one I can ever remember is slap clit. This game slaps clit. That's all I remember.
The first things I did was leave a Yelp review concerning the conditions of this graveyard. Yeah, I'd have to rate this cemetery like a 1 out of 10, simply because it's not clean, there's blood everywhere, the bodies are up and running around like they shouldn't be. You know, most cemeteries are really good about keeping the bodies where they're supposed to be. This one sucks. use my adept reference senses to detect one of the secret areas. I picked up a scent. There's a secret around here somewhere. Sniffed it out. Rev cannot finish the video. He actually caused himself to hyperventilate trying to do that sniffing bit. I also recruited some of the local residents to help me review the pistol. How did that feel? Needless to say, the reviews are kind of mind-blowing. Boo! You stink! Of course, no stroll through the zombie-infested graveyard is complete without a killer soundtrack, sung by yours truly. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more. Da da da. In true Rev fashion, I walked right into an ambush, and things got crazy. However, as if he were actually sitting behind me, Patches O'Houlihan reminded me that to grasp victory in moments like this, I must take this situation and
pump it into submission.
Victory now mine, I walked on to the next part of the story.
Dude, the Patches O'Houlihan reference, bro. Let's go. Fucking love that movie. Dude, that's a good callback, dude. Oh, I love a good callback that isn't used all the time, because it seems like everybody uses the same memes, so it's nice to see a new one.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad you appreciated it. That's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, dude, it's such a great movie, dude. So fucking perfect.
In Act 2, Level 3 Catacombs, I received my final ability item, the Medallion, that when activated, gives me unlimited ammo. I also played hopscotch over lava, which was incredibly stressful. Also, I have never known any catacombs to have lava in them, so there went my immersion. Anyway, myself and my totally immersive weapons and abilities soon found ourselves in the swamps of Act 2, Level 4, the Wetlands. Here, I would find my next weapon, a harpoon gun, which would become another one of my favorites, due to how powerful it was. My journey would lead me through the mountains, the ruins, right into the second big boss fight. This boss fight was rough, having to juggle fighting off the boss's attacks, the minions that had spawned, and clearing these structures called shield altars. Until I cleared those, my weapons were about as effective as shooting a Nerf gun at a grizzly bear. Except that grizzly bear can shoot pre-seeking projectiles and spawn laser walls from its hind end. Yet, with grit and determination, I barely defeated Aziz and went on my merry way. However, I would soon find out that Lewis had sadly been killed by the cult bent on bringing their deity into the world, though this rescue mission soon turned into the quest of vengeance, as a somber image of the priest holding his slain family member with the words, "You won't rest until everyone is dead," showing on the screen. There's honestly a whole lot more to that cutscene, but I don't want to spoil it all for you. Will the priest exact vengeance upon his uncle's murderers? Find out after this brief commercial break. In the quaint town of Pestisville, everything is perfect. The neighbors are friendly, and the atmosphere just oozes the American dream. However, the supernatural would soon befall this picturesque city, as an unlikely visitor arrived with his tentacles in tow. Strange things begin to happen as our otherworldly visitor begins laying tentacles upon the citizens of this town. What sort of shenanigans unfurl, you ask? Find out in the newest episode of Touched by a Tentacle, airing exclusively on Revplaysgame. Like and subscribe, you silly gooses. Act 3 opens up in the
That was good, dude. That was so good. Touched by a tentacle, bro. Dude, that sounds like OnlyFans content. That doesn't sound like being YouTube friendly. What you doing, buddy? What you doing? Yeah, you shoving some tentacles up your ass?
Thought I'd venture into different sort of media, you know?
Yeah, dude. I don't blame you. I mean, you saw me hinting at it the other day.
See, what we didn't know, it was actually Rev that was going to start the OnlyFans.
Yeah, dude, big. He's like tentacle reverend porn. Sign up and cry. Lots of crying is involved.
If I've learned anything from Reddit, it's that there's already a Rule 34 subreddit for this. So,
dude, here's something. This is what Light Chomp just said. I love when I go around killing gods and I find out a massive glowing box with the words ammo surrounding it. You're a bad influence, Jiffy. I am a terrible influence. I'm the worst influence. I'm like that guy in your high school that's like, hey, you want to do drugs? And you're like, yes, now. And then you ruin your life. So don't do drugs, kids. It'll turn you into a gooner online. Dun dun dun. The next Destiny is so scared.
Jiffy, you actually didn't influence me in the OnlyFans. I already had one. So.
Oh yeah, see, exactly, dude. So fuck you guys thinking I'm a bad influence, dude. I'm over here like, no, stop, please don't. How much is it a month?
Jiffy is the one that's made me not want to be on OnlyFans. You know, he's told me I could do better.
I told him he can make videos on fucking Forgive Me Father.
Level forest, a dark and dreary place, filled to the brim with cultists that constantly hunt you down in an effort to sacrifice you, which I promptly responded. Sacrifice this. This entire level had me feeling like Frankenstein's monster running away from pitchfork-wielding psychos. But you know what else would be psychotic? Me trying to go through 3 more acts like this. So buckle up, because we're hitting the fast forward button. 3 level 2 cornfield, the children of the corn attacked me, I got the Thundernomicon, a big tentacle gun exploded goodness, and I rode a windmill. Act 3 level 3 gutter, this happened. Yeah, what you have here is a horrible case of hanging bacon. Yeah, so in order to fix this, the best thing you can do is to remove the hooks from the ceilings. Duh. Oh, and I almost got my priestly derriere sawed off. Fun. Act 3 level 4 put me in the sewers, it stunk. Act 3 level 5 was a treatment plant. I got treated to multiple ambushes and a new enemy dual-wielding guns. Act 3 level 6 was a super secret, super scary lab that introduced 2 new nightmares into the enemy pool. I also got the energy booster weapon, Call Me Thor now. And this level had a really cool sequence where stuff started to break out of the test tubes and it was quite scary. Act 3 level 7 was a factory. It had big vats of molten metal. It was hot and not in the good way. Act 3 level 8 was underwater. I cosplayed as a bubble guppy and harpooned walking meatballs. After that came the boss fight with a big ugly fish. And let me tell you, I had a lot of trouble with this one too. You see, I struggle to pay attention to one thing at a time, much less dodge minions, pulse waves, water balls, and oh, did I mention the arena moved? Yeah, that big ugly fish was no joke. Anyways, big boy fish eventually got filleted, and I made my way to the next act. I got to start Act 4 on a boat, then I visited Walter White's favorite place in the Crystal Cave, I got stared at by big angry cubes in the cultist hideout, played Minecraft at the mines level, and finally got to fight the boss, Glitch, which I'm pretty sure got a hold of all the crystal from the crystal caves, because 99% of the footage from this fight is me missing this boss completely with every weapon because he's so fast. I also forgot about my stun lock ability, but what can I say? Act 5 was a fever dream the entire way through. The City of Ancients level introduced an adorable puffball that kamikazed you after it took down its health, and it had a puzzle mechanic that made me want to massage my forehead with a cinder block. The Abyss level became the first episode of Reverend in Space, and honestly, pretty good level. Lots of rock hopping. The Dimensional Portals level was an awesome experience and a really cool way to unlock the ability to...
Not gonna say anything like the big fishy bitch you hated? Yeah, dude. Fuck that big fish, dude. I got so mad. I got so mad on that fucking boss fight. I forgot how mad I got on that boss fight, dude. Light Chops had to remind me. Because in my head I was like, oh, I really like that boss fight. And then I forgot how mad I got because I kept getting to the end of it and then drowning when there was that sequence to get through the platforms. So I kept getting to the end and then dying.
First time.
Well, go kill yourself, bruv. I'm just kidding, dude. In Minecraft, in Forgive Me Father. But no, dude. I kept fucking, I'm bad at platforming. I'm really bad at platforming. So when it puts me on a timer, I'm fucked. Like, I'm really fucked.
Yeah.
And I died more times because of that than the actual boss fight in and of itself. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The boss fights in this game are no joke. They're no joke. There's some really tough boss fights.
No, they're gonna put you to the test.
Mm-hmm. The running one wasn't very hard. It was just kind of annoying. That was my least favorite boss fight. I honestly had forgotten about it.
Which one? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fuck that guy, dude. He was annoying as shit. I don't even think I put him in my video. I
was pretty proud of the crystal joke though.
That was really good crystal joke. That was especially when I made so many meth jokes this stream. It just works too.
I know. It's like it was meant to be.
I feel like I willed it into existence.
Progress to the final boss fight in the game. It legit makes you into a priestly Doctor Strange, jumping through dimensional portals and fighting in dimensions similar to the previous levels you have played. After completing all the portals, well, it was time for the final showdown between man and eldritch being. Old Cthulhu himself was a sight to behold, and boy did he pack a punch. Every single one of his attacks would punish me severely. He had a ground pound move that you had to time the jump just right to avoid being damaged. All the while, a danger blob followed you around the arena, and Tentacle Boy rained chaos down on your head. To make matters worse, eventually eventually lasers would shoot across the ground and made it so that I couldn't stay still. Not that I'd want to anyway. However, I would soon best the Eldritch Horror, and a hard-fought victory was mine. But was it truly a victory? Well, guess you'll have to play it for yourself to find out. I can't give you all the spoilers. All in all, I had a great time with Forgive Me Father. The enemy mechanics, the level design, and the killer soundtrack really left me speechless. And the somber story of a priest struggling with his faith and descending into madness was really powerful as well. So kudos to Bite Barrel for a great Lovecraftian boomer shooter experience. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. And if you didn't like it, dislike it. Then tell everyone you know, your mama, your Grammy, your cousins, to come watch the entirety of this video and dislike it. Then tell them to subscribe so that they can do the same on all my future videos. Anyway, remember that you are loved, and until next time, see ya.
Yeah, that was a great video. That was a really good video. I liked it. I liked it a lot, Rev. That was really good, dude. It was really good. Did you? Oh, it's starting one of your other videos. Hold on. Haha, that's the knife. He knows it, dude. That is the fucking dildo knife that I had coined the dildo knife. the tentacle dildo knife. Dude, the thing that I liked about, did you read all the notes and shit?
Uh-huh.
So you found out about his family dying.
Yeah.
Dude, talk about like, it puts a better perspective on the ending, I think, because it leaves you with, was it real? Was it fake? Did he actually lose everything? He lose his entire mind because he lost his family? Was like, it put me in there. I think I overthought it a little bit, but I also just loved you can tell they really cared about Lovecraft and stuff because of the way that they kind of played on religion, because Lovecraft played a lot on religion, but also the fact that you're trying to figure out if the whole time he was crazy or if it was all real, which is why Lovecraft is so like revered, is because of his ability to make you think about that.
I know. I was thinking about that. The ending, I was sitting there sort of with my jaw dropped. I was like, uh-oh.
And it's such a cliche, too. Like, that ending's such a cliche, but it works for Forgive Me Father.
Yes.
And it's funny because
I'm interested to see, did they carry Priest over to the Forgive Me Father too?
Yeah, it's the same Priest.
Still the same?
Actually, funny thing is, let's go to my Steam. I have, my Steam profile is the Priest in Forgive Me Father 2. That's
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was the coolest one out of all of them, and I haven't played Forgive Me Father 2 yet. I own it. I just needed to finish some other games and delete some
shit. Need to buy it.
But I have it. I just haven't downloaded it yet. It's in my thing, but I loved the artwork in Forgive Me Father 1 like a lot, like a whole bunch.
Oh, it is.
It's one of
I'm just now seeing your Steam.
Yeah, isn't it? It's
That's
one
really
of
cool.
Yeah, dude. I think it's free too, so you can like. It's definitely something you can utilize. Before we get too far, I wanted to show you. I want to show you how to feel better about your intro. You thinking yours was too much, or there's problems with yours. Are you ready for? Oh, dude. Light Chomps finished Cyberpunk. What a great game. Cyberpunk's a great game. I fucking love Cyberpunk.
Yes.
But this is intro that I made. I will shorten my face to very small. I'm gonna fucking small me up right here. But I worked my ass off on this intro. But yeah, I can admit that it was too long for the joke that's here.
My influence knows no bounds. I have been Nikola Tesla. I have been the great pharaoh. I have seen all that humanity has to offer. And I ask you, young viewer, I ask you, every man, woman, and child, do you believe in power? Do you believe that you can ascend to the next being of humanity? You can with my influence. You can begin your cosmic journey to put humanity behind you and show them what true power is. You may be wondering, who am I? Who decides your fate? Who is this otherworldly creature that will push you on to the greatest form of being? I've in fact been known by many names since the moment I appeared in Lovecraft's dreams to influence his very being. I am the crawling chaos, the black pharaoh, the stalker amongst the stars, god of 1,000 forms. My name is Nerothotep. And just know I am not bound by your mere human constraints. I can take on any form, I can be anything. Your next door neighbor, you think he's a nice man? Well, he's me, you dumb son of a bitch. That moment when you thought your mother loved you, well, your mother's dead. Your mother died years ago when I took up her form to keep a close watch eye on you. Any person you look at, just know that they might not be who they think they are. They could be me. And every little gift, every little fancy struggle that might appear in your life, just know I'm there influencing it. From every turn, every being that surrounds you, I am him. I am the terror that crawls through the night, that looks you dead in the eye and tells you everything's going to be alright. And unlike all the other cosmic horrors, you may call them, all the other pansies sitting out in the outer space, the outer
fly hatching from that guy's face was...
Yeah, dude, I found a lot of good footage for this. A lot of good footage. I think I went too hard on the footage, and I just wanted to fill it all up, and I had this, like, idea. But we're, like, 1 minute and 54 seconds into this.
Demons, whatever you may call them, what they don't understand is the potential of humanity. I am the shepherd you all the
Yeah, that was a banana. That's 100% a banana.
lamb, and we together will overturn this sad, sickening world and make it a more beautiful place.
Just looked up horror gifs and found the ones that fit my what I wanted the best.
Oh, nice. Well, then I noticed some were you with filters, weren't they?
Yeah, I made some of them. Yes. Using Snapchat.
Okay.
A place in my image. I, Nerothotep.
God, this fucking guy is long-winded. Could you please get off your fucking soapbox?
For once, Cortana, I think we're in absolutely agreement. This dude is annoying as shit. I was Nikola Tesla. I was a pharaoh. Shut the fuck up.
You think you harbor the ability to clown on me, as humans say? You are a mere mortal. I am immortal. Do you not understand the meaning of mere words that your own kind created?
Do you not understand the same words that your own kind created? God, you're fucking insufferable.
The fact that I get to pound this lame ass full of lead to send his cosmic terror ass back into the nether realm where he belongs, like the basic bitch he is. Bro's the type of guy to wipe his ass from the side with his bare hand instead of toilet paper. He's like, I don't use a bidet. I have a scary voice. I use my fingertips to get the creases of my asshole. Like, bro, you ain't him. I'm him, motherfucker.
I mean, I don't know about that. You are kind of fat and stupid, King Jiffy.
Why do you gotta be so mean? What have I ever done to you? Here I thought we were going to be a united force against this Nerothotha cunt, and no, you can't be nice. You just can't be nice. It is not in your being to be nice to anyone other than Master Queef.
Yes, speak upon yourselves, little mortal beings.
Shut the fuck up, Nerothotha Tip.
Well, that was rude and uncalled for.
That was rude and uncalled for. How about this? You shut up, and King Jiffy, you will never be half the man Master Chief is.
Fine, whatever. You guys all win. You're all really annoying. Just leave me alone. What game am I even supposed to be playing?
You're playing Dusk, you dumbass.
That is why I am here, to grace you with my presence for this Halloween special.
Oh, that's right, that fresh New Blood joint. Okay, so it's not that fresh or new.
There we go, dude. Okay, I know why the video failed now. I know I said the C word, bro. I said the C word. I found out that hurts your video's performance. That's one word that will hurt your video's performance. And I was like, but Australia.
Is it like in a certain, is it at any point in the video, or is
I
it
guess,
like in the
dude.
first...
This is something I know. I found out recently, dude. I found out recently that it will hurt your video's performance. But you thought, look at this video where it's sitting at. 39 views.
4 minutes and 5 seconds?
Well, yeah, 4 minutes and 5 seconds of the joke, right? But also 39 views.
Yeah. But it was also, I enjoyed the jokes, but I knew coming in it was gonna be a longer intro, like you said.
Oh, so. Absolutely. And I mean, I think it. So I originally had it shorter, thought that the joke didn't land hard enough, and said I'm going longer and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And
Also, I agree with Midnight Medium on that, where he says that intro needs Jesus.
The intro does need Jesus. It's so long. It's so long and so it's scary. It's a scary intro. Like I did the same thing with we're not gonna watch it, but I did the same thing with Forgive Me Father. But Forgive Me Father gets away with having the long intro because of I don't know how long that one is. It's where the fuck is season 1? There it is. No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to play it. Let me go. There it is. Let's mute it. So this one's like 5 minutes of me yapping. It's like 5 minutes of me yapping in this intro. And I did a really good job with editing on here. And I just kind of carried this over to my Dusk video because it was Halloween based. I did a lot. Okay, so all the footage I did in this one, well, I made all the footage here for the most part. There was some stuff that I got like stock rat footage and like sea creatures toward the end. But like the beginning of it was all stuff that I made. And there was a little bit of stuff in there, like, I have, like, a deer horns, right, that come up, and then I flash in, like, pictures of, like, Bambi and shit. Not Bambi, like, the cartoon, but, like, little deer. And it was all to be unsettling, but I tell the whole story of, or, like, I tell a summed-up story of Lovecraft's wife. And so, a viewer clicking on this, Forgive Me Father Lovecraft Perfection video, they're going to get something in that intro. That other intro, they're not getting anything from that. Yes, it explains the lore of Nyarlathotep in Chaos, right? Because, like, now you know that he is, like, kind of his, how he works. He likes to use humanity as a plaything. And I threw a lot of lore.
You sort of get his whole,
But I think I could have done it a bit quicker, and I think the Nyarlathotep joke was good, but I didn't understand how YouTube works. But yeah, dude. So don't. I got one big decision picked up one, but I forgot to say before it, so I only have the depressing ending from Phantom Liberty. So
honestly, Chomps, I think they're all pretty depressing.
Yeah, every single ending in fucking Cyberpunk is depressing. They're all depressing.
But the Phantom Liberty ones are pretty rough. Like, I mean, the rest of them are not great, but are, you know, pretty sad. But the Phantom Liberty one for me was really, it made me.
Isn't that the one where he's standing on the bridge with what's her face?
No, the Phantom Liberty one is where he V ends up not being able to use any of his cyberware anymore, or her, depending on what you played.
I don't know if I beat that one. I did.
It's pretty depressing.
I did. I thought the canon ending was the Pan Am ending. I thought that was the canon ending.
So Pan Am ending is the canon one, but Phantom Liberty added the official like ending of
Phantom Liberty is the DLC. Phantom Liberty
everything.
I forgot. I didn't. I haven't played the DLC yet. So that's why I don't know.
It's rough. Like it makes you want to like not play Phantom Liberty. that's how bad the ending. Well, it's a good ending. Like it did really well. You know that it ties it up really well. But I didn't like how it ended with Phantom Liberty. I prefer the Pan Am ending. So it's just unfortunate that it ended the way it did.
Yeah, I see. I don't know. I haven't played it. I
don't want to spoil it for you. So
yeah, that's
it's worth playing. The story, the Phantom Liberty story is great.
I've heard that. I have heard that. So that's why I was like, oh, dude, that's awesome. Like, I want to play it because I loved the base game. And lame ass thugs. Oh, dude, he fucking lost everything.
You'll
You can
understand that.
dude, but I
When
like
you
that he
when you watch
deleted
that
the
cutscene.
message where he cussed. It's fine to cuss in my chat, light chomps. Just don't say any racial slurs. That's the rule. That's the rule. Because that will get me fucking kicked off the platform, but cussing won't. Yeah, dude, I haven't finished it. I beat through like 3 of the main games ending. I don't think I did all of them. I did the secret one, Pan Am, and then I think I did one other one. I can't remember. Spoilers, bro? Oh, so
yeah, he deleted the spoiler.
Oh, so is the Phantom Liberty before the end of the game?
Phantom Liberty is before the end of the game, and it ends the game in its own way.
Oh, okay. Okay, so...
So separate from the other endings.
Okay. So... Okay. I'm not going to say anything else to spoil the game for light chomps here, but I fucking loved that game, dude. I was going to tell you, you're here today. So... I got another key for a game, and this is something why I have to play this, because I did tag everything, so I have to play this tonight. But I got a key through this. There's this thing called Keymailer, and I put in for this game. I got so attached to V2. Well, I don't think in the other endings it's not great for V either. So it's one of those things that I don't.
The only one is Pan Am.
That one's not even great for him.
And he's not free of it. Yeah, he's not free of that. But I think they're searching for a way to help him. I don't know if it ever happens. It kind of lets you just pretend.
Yeah.
You know. But I still prefer that one to Phantom Liberty's ending. So.
Agreed, dude. So this is funny. So this game, I'm gonna see if it has. Okay, it doesn't have options yet. This is like really early game that I saw that they were wanting people to like play test it, right? This game is influenced by Army of Darkness. So the fact that you made that Army of Darkness joke made me so happy. This is called Evil Timefall. And I was like, so I got Keymailer because I saw the devs for Mouse IP or Mouse PI post about how sign up to Keymailer and see if you can review our game early. And I want to play Mouse PI more than anything in the world. I don't think. Have you seen the footage for Mouse PI, Reverend?
I have not.
Dude, it's like a black and white Mickey Mouse cartoon. But it's a boomer shooter.
Really? No way.
It's noodle physics type animation, like Cuphead, but with guns.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, dude, so I basically got... I went and got a Keymailer account. Just to fucking try to get fucking a key for that. I didn't get a key for that, by the way, yet. I still haven't gotten her. Like, I mean, even if I had and it said I wasn't supposed to talk about it, I would have let you know. But I got the whole website just for that, and I saw these guys trying to get you to. They were one of the people in my genre that were like trying to get people to play their game, so I got it. And I'm playing it now, but it's supposed to be Evil Within, or not Evil, Army of Darkness inspired. So far, I'm hit or miss on it. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. But what are you working on now?
Me, I am working on actually it's more of a tutorial video, instructional video for Fallout London.
Oh, okay.
Sort of straying away from the not really let's play, but sort of the story-driven videos like I've been doing, and showing sort of the different settlements that are available in Fallout London, and going through each one of them, why I like each one of them, and pros and cons of all of them, and then ending with my favorite of the ones, and doing a full like build, like my own personal build, decorated to the T, because that's what I did before anything else. Some of my earliest videos around Helldivers is also and mixed in with Helldivers is also like Fallout 76 build videos. That's actually how I got started on YouTube. It was just posting like this little like showcase of Fallout 76 builds, and so I decided, you know what, I still really love to do that, and so I'm going to try my hand at it on Fallout 4 and download a bunch of mods that work with Fallout London on letting me, you know, decorate a lot and going at it, you know, and just go at it and get creative with it. So I'm actually right now using one of the settlements that I really like and building my own cathedral or church in the game. Yeah. And so it's called the McPunch Cathedral. So that's what I've been calling it. The Gunther McPunch Cathedral. Well, it's just McPunch Cathedral. So a little bit different from what I usually am doing, but my next, the next video after that will probably be the Satan video. It's either gonna be Satan video or Flash of the Blade.
Shit, speaking of that, dude, I need to make a...
I know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good, dude. You go ahead.
Sam really hinted. Yeah, Sam really hinted at the Satan. You know, that Satan was out, and it'd be a really good video for a Reverend to play an unreverendly game, because he really likes that I did that with Reverend. So, I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna do the Satan video soon.
Okay, now I have sprint. What the fuck? For a second, sprint wasn't working. You can't jog backwards. Okay. Dude, I love Satan. You're gonna really like Satan. But speaking of fucking DOS man, I have a whole video that I was gonna do on Reaper. I still have a Reaper video to make, which DOS man sent me the original build for the game, which I'm gonna play through a little bit of, and because the original concept was supposed to be like Hotline Miami. It was
I was there when you played Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And supposedly the original build, I enjoyed the game too. But the original, me trying to convince my friend to summon a demon, dude, it's base, dude. Just tell him that if you don't summon demons, you're gay. But not the cool kind of gay, but like the 2000s gay, where we meant you were basically the same thing as cringe.
The chomps, let me tell you, if you summon one and it doesn't go away, don't call me. I'm not trained for that.
Dude, Rev's like, this is not the type of services I provide. I try to stop you before getting to that point.
That's a Catholic priest. That's you take that up with the Vatican. That's their stuff.
Dude, the Vatican. Dude, all Rev does is call Donald Trump to sit in his thing while he lectures him. I've seen him do it a bunch of times. He's making America great again because Trump can't, right? Or whatever. I haven't put enough jokes that make the left-wing people happy yet, so I think that one will work, right?
You gotta balance it out.
I try to, dude. I try to be like, I try to I love Satan. You're gonna love Satan. Oh fuck.
Well, I think one of the things that I've been trying to preach to Trump right now is that you can actually not use spray tan.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
that's actually wrong. If he stops using spray tan, he will no longer be orange, and he is the orange man. You think he's gonna unorange his penis?
That's true. And didn't think about that.
Yeah,
You know, one of the funny nicknames I've heard for him that, you know, it's pretty derogatory towards him, but they call him Mango Mussolini, and it's hilarious.
That's a really good. What the fuck, dude? Mango Mussolini, bro. That is such a good fucking insult. I love a good insult. I don't care if I'm like, it's like, I don't care who it's against. I could be over here secretly the biggest Trump fan in the world, right? I could be over here like, oh, Gene, I got 87 posters of Trump. Oh, dude, Trump's so cool. But I still will hear something like that and be like, that's fucking funny. I hate people who can't laugh at jokes just because they want to be in their feelings, bro. That shit's so good. Mango Mussolini. That's up there with mayonnaise monkey, bro.
Yeah.
Upgrade weapons, what? You have 50 gold. I have nothing that I can do. Start playing. Orange flavor. I want to suck Donald's orange dangly. I do too, dude. Big fan of wanting to suck it. The reload mechanic's so weird in this because I forget that this is a game that would have reloading.
Some might call that a push pop.
Oh, dude.
An orange flavored push pop.
Just like his hair, bro.
Right.
Dude, it just pushes right off the top.
You think it's like an orange creamsicle?
I have no idea what Trump's penis tastes like. Haven't had the pleasure yet, unfortunately. But if I had to take a wild guess, probably there is cream involved. If you do your job right?
Yeah, I'd say if you're good at it. Orange flavor, yeah. I mean, Chomps, you got it. It's orange flavor.
Exactly, dude. How do you think he got the most votes ever? Because he has orange flavored semen. Obviously, dude. Like, what do you think is gonna be normal flavored? Orange cream. It's the orange Dawn, the orange dream. Not gonna lie, Dean.
Dawn, the orange dream.
I'm so orange. No one's ever been this orange. People tell me I'm the best shade of orange. I don't say I'm the best shade of orange, but people tell me, Don, you're the best shade of orange. There's never been an orange as you before. We got a lot of weak, non-orange people in this country. The left has ruined the color orange for everybody. But I want you to know that I, Donald J. Trump, will fix the color orange.
Take it back for America.
For America, the once great, proud country of orange now has the orange that is so great and colorful. Yeah.
And the Gulf of Mexico, yeah, we want that too.
Dude, I actually am way down for the Gulf of America thing. I know that I was like,
all right.
Dude, as soon as they wanted to call it, I think it's unfair that Mexico gets to call it the Gulf of Mexico when there's just as much of America on it, to be honest. I was like, that got my vote. There's way more America around it because we are in North America. It is a North American Gulf. What, does Mexico get it all? That doesn't seem fair.
Gulf of Mex-America.
What about the Cubans, bro? They're just, they don't matter anymore?
Hang on now. Get me canceled.
See, here's the thing. That's why it works for the Gulf of America. Because what continent are we on? North America.
We're on North America.
Exactly. It's the Gulf of America.
Bye, light chomps.
Oh, is he out of here? Alright, I'm back flipping a building now.
He said bye.
Remember, orange creamy is yummy. That's what he said as he was leaving.
As he was backflipping off the building, actually. I can imagine that.
Fuck.
I'll have to write that down in my journal.
You dream journal?
Remember, orange cream yummy sucky.
I like orange cream yummy sucky.
I say that as Miss Rev walks down the stairs.
Mr. Ev's just like, what the fuck is going on? Did she ever tell you why she likes my content? Because you said you were gonna ask, and I'm genuinely curious what women enjoy of my content. Why do I have a 10% female fan base? That honestly confuses me at so many options, so many times, in little minuscule opportunities of my life.
It's because you're such a handsome fella, Jiffy.
I guess, dude. Am I a good-looking guy? I don't believe so. I believe I am morbidly obese.
Well, that makes two of us, so that's okay.
What I think I get away with is I have one of those. I have a jawline that's square, so I deceive people with making them think that I'm not as fat as I am.
I just have a beard and it hides my double chin.
Yeah, dude. I mean, luckily without the beard, I still have I have a very fucking square jaw. I got like Charlie Sheen jaw. So even with a little bit of fat, I somehow don't look as bad as I probably should.
I don't know if I have a square jaw or not. Do I have a square jaw?
Did you just ask your wife?
Yeah, my wife's right here.
Dude, let me talk to your wife. Let me talk to your wife. I won't say anything bad, I promise. Please, I won't say anything bad. I want to ask her why she likes me.
Yeah, talking on the mic.
Hello.
Dude, hello, Miss Rev. It is a pleasure to be speaking with you right now. Why do you find me entertaining?
It's me.
Yeah? Hello?
Who am I answering?
It's Jiffy.
Oh, okay.
I'm just curious why. So Rev said you liked my videos. Out of curiosity, what makes me appealing to the female species?
That's what I sound like? I'm sorry. This whole headset thing is new to me.
What I would tell Rev is to mute my video.
Discord.
And then just have it just be the Discord call, because I don't know if he's playing the audio of my thing.
Let me turn down. Okay, I turned down. I was watching your stream, Jiffy. That's what was going on.
I knew that was going on. I had a wild feeling when she said, that's what my voice sounds like. I didn't know she was British.
No, I just teach small children.
Oh. That makes sense. But, question. What makes me appealing to the women's species as entertainment value?
You gotta talk into the mic.
I mean, your voice is nice.
Really? Really? I always thought it was nasally and annoying. That's a nice thing to say. I never thought of that. Thank you.
Because I never know what's going on any of the games. So...
Well, now I know that it's my voice is nice. I appreciate you, Miss Rev. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You have a fantastic husband.
Thanks. I think so too.
Oh, man. That's great. That was good.
Well, that was a rare appearance from Miss Rev.
Ian, your wife seems like a very nice lady.
I'm quite fond of her.
She has she sounds British from my end. Not gonna lie.
She is far from British. she's born in deep south, so she's actually got a really thick southern drawl. If you get her mad.
Hey, Gene, you didn't hear it. You didn't hear it from. I don't know if you guys heard it from the other room, but my wife yelled during the middle of that. She was like, "I have told you you have a nice voice."
You do.
I have I've literally had this thing where it's like I'll listen to my things and I'm like, did I sound that fucking nasally? And I'll hate myself. Not hate myself. I'll be like, oh my god, guys, it's King difficult. So I'm like, Jesus. See, people like you.
It doesn't sound like that, I promise.
People like you, Rev, who have like southernly smooth sounding voices. I'm big jealous of that.
I should start an ASMR channel. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, to go and do it.
Only if I can put you to sleep.
I hate ASMR, to be honest. I think it's the most annoying shit ever.
I do too. I can't stand it.
They scratch the mic and shit, and I'm like, fucking stop! Oh.
Or like I've seen some of the ASMR channels where they like hit their fingernails against their teeth, and it makes me want to cringe.
Oh yeah,
my wife started doing it right behind my ear.
Dude, that is a based wife. Your wife sounds based as fuck, and you are a lucky man, Rev. And anybody who says that you're not the luckiest man, they're lying to you. Because she sounds super fucking cool.
I know. She's the best.
That's something that I think is so fun. Do you ever like see celebrities and shit that get like divorced or whatever, and that you guys are sitting there and you know how fake their fucking relationship was from the full time, or you look at people that get married for like dumb fucking reasons. They're like, oh my god, he was so hot, so I got married to him, and you're like, you don't understand being married.
I know. Yeah, I see it a lot. I'm just like, well, we'll be all right. They wouldn't know a real marriage.
Because the most important part of marriage is being able to mess with each other, and like them handle
absolutely
110% of you. Because if they can't,
I agree 100%.
If they can't handle you at your worst, like at your like fucking most crude or whatever, they're not gonna be able to handle like you can't be on your best behavior 24/7. Like there's no world where you're on your best behavior 24/7. It's just not a thing. And I've known so many people that are like,
I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I've literally known people that were like, oh, dude, I can't believe you'd make jokes like that around your wife. And I'm like, yeah, dude, she's my fucking wife, dude. She's my best friend. Why the fuck wouldn't I make the jokes that I make 24/7 around everybody else, around the one person I spend the most time with?
Right.
That just means that
my wife is the first person I show my videos to. You know, and I'm like, I'm excited for her to hear the jokes that I tell, because I mean they're not, you know, super what you know, they're not super,
they're not my jokes.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that, but yeah. Yeah, you know, they're edgy enough for a pastor, I'll put it that way. And that, I think, you know, she doesn't mind it. But I was thinking about that, what you were saying about not wanting to be on best behavior.
One second, hold on a quick second, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I heard that giant bang, bro. I think a transformer balloon too. We still got power though, that's good. Big thumbs up. As long as we're all safe, that's all that matters.
What?
I love you. Are you okay? Did it scare you? Well, I want you to know that I'm here and I'm not scared of anything, so You're good, dude. It has to get through my fat ass before it gets to you. A transformer just blew somewhere.
Yikes.
So giant bang happened. So I did not mean to cut you
sounds
off.
like a freaking bomb goes off.
Yeah, and my wife was like, "Did you hear that?" And I had to make sure she was okay.
We had a substation go up here.
What?
Yeah, it was huge. It sounded like somebody launched a nuke about a town over. Because I guess with all we've got like we've had like sub 10 degree temperatures here. I'm pretty sure it's negative degrees right now outside.
I have been in that. It's not fun.
It sucks. And so I don't know. I don't think our infrastructure is able to handle it. And I guess it did enough of a power draw on that substation that it caught fire and exploded, and everybody heard it for like 50 miles around. It was insane. Like, it shook my windows.
The other week, this is not dealing with like a thing blowing up. Like, that sounds scary, and it shook your windows, which is scary. And I 100% understand when people say, like, it's like people around here right now that are like, "Oh, I've been in snow before. It's not gonna be that big of a deal." And I'm like, dude, I don't think. Have you been in snow in an area where they don't have snow? Like, it's not the snow you have to worry about. It's the fucking other people who have never been on snow before that you got to worry about.
Right.
But what I was gonna say was the other day, dude, lightning struck by my house, and I thought it woke me up because I thought there was a fucking earthquake.
Yeah, I can imagine. I don't think we ever had it hit that close, but
yeah, I don't know where it hit.
Some powerful stuff.
I just know that it hit soon enough to just make the crack boom, and I was like, and then I was like, holy shit, dude.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah, dude, I'm so sorry. We were talking about wife's being your best friend, and you were showing her footage.
Oh yeah, I show her footage. I'm always excited for her to hear the jokes and whatnot, because she knows my humor, and she knows why, the kind of jokes I like to say. And I enjoy it because I'm not having to be on my best behavior, so I can tell those just sort of, edgy jokes, as in my realm of edginess, I guess. But because I have to be on my best behavior a lot when I am elsewhere. I can't be telling the jokes I tell sometimes in the middle of my sermons or in the church in general. So it's good to be able to come home and know that I don't have to do the same thing there.
Yeah, it's kind of freeing because I deal with a lot of I'm not like at the same realm as you where I have to be as on myself as hard as you do. But I am working in a sales environment, so I can't just like say, "Hey, dude, you should get this because I heard it'll like clean up your taint real nice." You know what I mean? So it's nice to have that outlet to.
I don't know. I'd buy it if you told me that.
You're like, huh? I never thought of this being utilized for a taint application.
Yeah, I thought my taint was feeling particularly in need of. Wrong's all right. I effectively killed the conversation. My bad.
You didn't kill. If you're, it's like it. It kills the whole fucking vibe at the church. You're like, oh, Jesus had a nice taint.
Oh no.
I heard his was the most sparkly
nowhere in
taint.
scripture.
No one has ever seen a taint so nice. See, it makes
Except
it
for my
okay.
taint, of course.
The shiniest of taint. I never said that the taint's the nicest taint, but a lot of people close to taints have said that the taint is the best they've ever seen. Actually, I'd never say this, of course.
Some might call it Some might call it America's taint. You know,
America's taint. The left says that Jesus' taint is dirty. I don't believe this, but I've heard it from a bunch of people that they said Joe Biden said that Jesus' taint is ugly. Ugly taint Joe is what they say. I don't say this, but people say that both Joe Biden says that not only does Jesus have the ugliest taint, but his taint is much better taint. There was one time, dude. This is a funny story that my wife hates when I tell her. We were playing. It was this game where you have to basically convince or tell people how to say this word without saying this word or anything that comes too close to it. Right? So you use descriptors to try to get people to say this. Well, and it's like the After Dark version. So it's got like slightly edgy cards, slightly edgy ones. And the word was taint, right? The word was taint. And she was trying, she's like, you say it all the time. And I used to just say like I say clit and asshole and ass all the time and make jokes about like shitting on people and shoving things up my butt. It's like, she knows all of the fucking little directions I might go in for a joke. So she's like, you talk about it all the time, and I'm like, penis. And she's like, no, the other thing. And I'm like, vagina. She's like, no, the other thing. I'm like, butthole. She's like, yeah. And she does, yeah, yes. She's like. She's like different. Or she said different word for it. And I'm like, what do you mean different word for it? And so I try butthole. I try anus. I try shit cutter. I try literally fucking everything, dude. And then the timer runs up. And she's so mad at me. She's like, you say it all the time. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, it's another word for ass or asshole. And I look at the card and it says fucking taint. Like, Dahlia.
It's not.
That is not another word for asshole.
That's a whole other part of your body.
I said, she's like, wait, what is it then? And I said, it is the no man's land between the genitals and the butthole. She's like, oh, well, you still should have got it. And I'm like, that's fair, dude. That's fair. She's like, you say taint without even trying for me to get you to say taint. And the one time I need you to say it, you don't? I'm like, well, next time don't describe a taint as an asshole and I'll figure it out. Did not like that response. Dude.
That was the wrong thing to say, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. My wife's super competitive too. It's like awesome watching her. I'm like sort of competitive. It depends on the situation, and I'm like situationally competitive. Like only when it comes to my little sister do I get competitive, right? But everyone else, I just kind of show up and do the thing. But I'm not gonna let my sister beat me, you know? But when it comes to her, dude, if we're up against somebody, dude, she gets so fucking intense. So if I would have gotten that question wrong and we were playing against other people, because we were just doing it because we were on like a little like, you know, those little outings you do. You're like, I'm gonna get an Airbnb and spend the weekend in a different environment that's not much different than our own environment, but just enough to where we can pretend that we're in a different world. And we were playing the game and it was all good, and she got even like started getting. I'm like, we're not even playing against anybody right now. She's like, yeah, but if this would have been the real deal, you would have lost us the game. And I'm like, we literally dominate everyone we play against. It's almost unfair how much better we are than everybody else.
That's good stuff, though. A match made in heaven.
Oh yeah, we were at a wedding, my sister's wedding, right? And we're playing it's charades or whatever, right? We're playing charades. Except for it's the one where you have the little card, the tablet above your head, and they can read the thing, and they're doing it out in front of you. And we're not married yet. So, but there was another couple. I think there was two other married couples. It was my wife, or my sister. It was my wife and me, my sister and her husband, and this other couple. And then my cousins, which are brothers, right? And we were fucking destroying. It wasn't even close. They got to the point where they had to separate us. Because we would like half start a fucking, she would like half start her action, and I would just guess it. To the point where there was you could tell they were like, either they're cheating or this is just weird. And secretly what they didn't know is if I got any of these fucking things wrong, she was going to stab me. Is your wife competitive, Rev?
You know, not really. She's actually pretty nonchalant about games in general. Except for, I don't know if have you ever played Spoons?
Spoons? No.
So it's like a card game where you have to get like four. You sit everybody in a circle around a table, and there's like spoons in the middle, and then you have like cards, and the goal of the game is to collect 4 of a kind, and the cards go in a big old circle, so you just pass them around until the deck runs out, and the first person to get 4 of a kind, this is a free-for-all game, grabs a spoon, and as soon as the first person grabs the spoon, everybody else has to grab one, and there's only enough for everybody but one, so it's always one less than the amount of people that are playing, and it gets very competitive, and my wife will break somebody's hand. Including mine. So it can get violent, but other than that, I don't know that I've ever seen her get super competitive.
That's funny. We have games that there's one game that we can't even play anymore. It's like banned at our house because she doesn't like that I'm too good at it. I told her I was good at it. To be fair, I said I was pretty alright at Clue. I've always been pretty decent at Clue. I don't know what it is about that game, but I've always found it really easy. It's just, all it is deductive reasoning. It's just like the easiest deductive reasoning game ever made.
Yeah, I love
Dude,
Clue.
she's yelling at me from the other room right now. Do you want to come tell Rev, Dahlia? No? She literally yelled. She's like, yes, but you get it in 2 rounds. Like, usually by the time you get around the second round of in the table, because usually you got like 4 people playing Clue, or else it's not fun, right? You get around the table. I have enough, usually I have enough information there to make a solid guess.
Yeah.
And people get mad because I don't.
I mean, that makes sense to me, yeah.
So I get around the table, I listen to whatever I has to say, and then I guess. And the game's over really before it gets going, and that makes Dahlia and everyone else mad. And like her mom didn't believe her, so then we had to bust out Clue, and then I won. And they're like, I think we played one more time, and they like isolated me to make sure I wasn't cheating. And then I won again, and they're like, this just isn't fun. And I'm like, I'm having fun. Am I not allowed to have fun? No. You're not, because it's not fun for us, because you win the game so fast.
I just imagined you, like your face, like on top of DJ Khaled and suffering from success.
Yeah.
And that is, And it's just you holding Clue.
Dude, I fucking I used to love Clue, dude.
Not me about to Photoshop that and then send it to you.
Dude, it's funny, like, it just became the game that we don't play, and it sucks. And whenever, there's games I won't play, like Monopoly. I fucking hate Monopoly. That game can go kill itself, dude.
That Monopoly has ruined families.
I'm the guy that, I have one goal in Monopoly. Try to buy Boardwalk and Park Place. Once I've accomplished buying those, I will literally buy everything on the board just to trade for those two properties. Keep those two properties, and then slowly either die. You either die or win with those two, right? You usually die really fast with those two, because if those are your only properties, period, because you can't ever build on them. And that's my goal, Rev, is just to die. I just want to die in a Monopoly. I don't want to play.
Yeah. I'm over here like, no, rush the railroads. That's the way to go.
There are real strategies. My strategy is get the blue ones and then either win or die. I will be happy just sitting on those two properties.
Oh yeah, I mean, I said it does ruin families, but I will play the mess out of some Monopoly. I enjoy it. But I guess I'm a masochist that way.
I had a friend one time send me like a link for the Monopoly Go. You know how they always, like, people will start playing the mobile games and they'll start sending you fucking links and shit.
Yeah.
He sent me the link and I was like, why are you sending me links for Monopoly Go? He's like, this is a fun game, you should play with me. And I said, you will never get me to play Monopoly in my free time, ever. There's no way that I am ever playing Monopoly without being forced to by a bunch of people in my family. This is a literal conversation I have had, Rev. Due to my
You're probably not alone in that conversation.
Oh yeah, dude. Big disdain for it. I know a lot of people love it, but it always makes me mad too, because I think I'll see like a cool Monopoly of like an IP that I like, and I'm like, oh dude, I should get that because I like this IP, and then I remember, you fucking hate Monopoly, dude. Why are you gonna buy a one-piece Monopoly set? It's called Luffy. No, Jeffrey. Put your wallet back in your pocket.
I have to tell you, my wife is having a moment. She didn't like hearing her own voice.
Oh, she didn't like it?
So I made the mistake of keeping. I had your stream going. I was listening to it. I guess she heard herself.
Oh no!
She's like, I didn't think I sounded that bad. I was like, sweetheart, you don't sound that bad.
She didn't sound that bad. It honestly,
I don't know what's going on.
It was one of those things that it's like first time you hear your own voice, you hate it, dude. You never really get used to it either.
No, not at all. I've been listening to myself for a long time. I listen to myself, go through sermons and whatnot. So it's just, I get it. I still think I sound awful. So it's, I don't know. I guess it's just a psyche thing.
Yeah, dude, it's weird, dude. It's fucking weird. Well, you know what it is about your own voice too, is it sounds different than what, it's almost, what's that? There's like a word for it, uncanny. It's like uncanny valley because of the fact that you are deeper in your own, you hear your voice deeper than what everybody else does.
Yeah, because like you get the vibrations and whatnot right there.
So you have this different.
Sorry.
You have that whole different sound. So when you hear it in its higher pitch, you're like, Jesus Christ! I sounded like a fucking nerd the whole time.
Right. No, my wife, she's having a moment. So I'm having to help.
You let her
I'm a
know
little
she
distracted,
sounded
that's
fine, bro. She sounded good. She has a very feminine voice. Like, she sounds chill, bro. She didn't come on here like, hey, I'm Rev's wife. That would have been a weird voice.
Hey there, baby.
Did you know my husband's a reverend? I also smoke Marlboros. Just kidding. We smoke Pall Malls in this household.
Dude, yeah, she sounded fine.
Almost. Yeah. I'll convince her at some point, or I won't. We'll see what happens.
Because like I could hear a bit of accent coming out, and she also talked very softly because it's like we thrust her into a moment with where she had to talk to a random guy on a random stream, right? So obviously she was going to be kind of setting back a little bit, quieter. There's a lot of things that like you shouldn't be hard on yourself for an admittedly awkward situation that I put you in.
That's true, and I'm wondering if she has the stream going upstairs. So if you're listening, sweetheart, you're all right.
Yeah, just comment L Jeffrey in chat right now, and we will all understand. It's okay. My wife tells me all the time that I am a cringe lord, so it is fine.
Not sure if she is or not. She may have gone to take a shower. She's gotta get ready. She's gotta go to bed. She's got school. She's a school teacher.
That's what she said, dude. Good on her. My wife's gonna get her master's to be teach school. What grade does she teach?
She's an elementary school teacher. She teaches K through 5, but she's special education. So.
Oh, dude, she's a fucking real one, bro.
Tell you what, I don't know how she does what she does. She's got the heart for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, dude, that's like impressive as shit, bro. It's like
she's told me some horror stories.
Oh, I bet, dude. I bet. It's like I couldn't handle. I at one time thought it'd be cool to get a degree and be a teacher, and I was like, but I would only do like high school. Because then I could just be the teacher that cracks the jokes and stuff, and then only has them for an hour, you know, and then next group. Like I'm like the class where they learn something and they get a break. That's the most I could do as a teacher. I could not be the whole. I'm like your fucking PE teacher type setup, bro. I couldn't do the whole. Even like with small kids, bro, I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna ruin these entire kids' existence just by me being in their life.
Well, I actually am the odd one out because my entire family is teachers. So that's what our family joke is. We make teachers and preachers. So my mom is a special ed teacher, and my brother is too, and my sister is going to college to be in education as well. So there's teachers everywhere.
Wow, dude, you guys got a whole like. So my mom was a teacher, but I think she was the first in her family to finish college. I'm not positive now. My dad's side of the family is there's a lot of front porch sitters. You're from the South, you understand.
I know it, yeah, I know what front porch sitting is.
Yep, it's got a lot of front porch sitting going on in the old Coates lineage. Not a bad thing. But it takes a certain breed. Takes a certain breed. There's some good God-loving folk.
Yeah, I've got some front porch sitting in my lineage as well on my dad's side.
Definitely keeps things interesting.
Absolutely.
That's always the side of the family that has the most interesting stories. He's a little wild.
Oh, my dad's side of the family is hilariously just interesting. I have cousins who are actually siblings.
No way.
Other cousins. Yeah.
No.
Other cousins that aren't their. Yeah. And so we make the joke of them being brother cousins and sister cousins, and it's an interesting world over here. I'll tell you what.
Right, you're so close to Alabama, but you're not in Alabama.
Yeah, but Eastern Kentucky is right there too. So
You are right. Yeah, Eastern Kentucky.
you know, we're close enough. Yeah.
I mean, you were the backdrop for fucking Lawless. Or no, Lawless. Justified. And that show is wild.
Yeah, so we've got an interesting looking family tree. Really, it just looks more like a wreath.
Why is Mom?
At least as far as
Why is the family tree a straight line? You'll learn when you're older, sweetie.
Just ask Grandpa Daddy.
Ask Grandpa Daddy. Yeah, I don't have anything that crazy going on. I have some other crazy stuff that I will not talk about on this stream because there's some wild stuff that happened. But there is some interesting stuff definitely going on there, dude. I always know, whenever I hear about drama, I know exactly what's going on and what side it's coming from. And I love them to death, but I know where the drama is coming.
I can also treat the county jail website like an ancestor.com.
Dude, understand
Sort of.
that one.
Yeah.
We got some like extended, right? They're family but not family,
Yeah.
which is a very like, you know what I mean? They're not related, but you call them cousins or whatever, right? We're not kin, but we're kin type stuff. And they are definitely. My sister said that she saw him the other day, and she's like, I think I had more teeth in my mouth than the entirety of the people in the house. And I'm like, well, they are who they are. That's all I could tell her. I was like, they are who they are. You can't worry about what they're doing, or you're gonna spend the rest of your life worrying about what they're doing.
Yeah. It's pretty common around some areas of Kentucky to be, you know, the one with the most teeth in the room.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. It's like I get a lot of I drink a lot of soda. I have chewed for a long time, and I know that my teeth aren't probably the best. But the fact that I'm 30 and I have all of them is resounding compared to a lot of people even I went to high school with. Like, this is what happens when you brush your teeth every night.
I know. I do very well to keep mine brushed, just because, given what I do, I do a lot of smiling too.
Yep.
And I take headshots every now and then for pictures. But I want to make sure they're all right. And I did have a stint in college where I did not do as well,
Oh,
and so
dude.
my wisdom teeth got pretty bad.
Well, I had mine removed at the very beginning of college, but I was really bad at taking care of my teeth. Now they're really yellow. In college, I was just drinking soda, chewing all the time, smoking cigarettes, partying, and I'd be like, ah, shit, I used my main source of brushing, and this is gonna sound awful. You know those like throwaway toothbrush things that you can buy that have the Oral-B in them?
Yep.
There was like a 3-month period of me just partying and working and not really taking care of myself. That was my mode of brushing my teeth for like in college.
I'm about to say I would grab a bag of those and keep them in my car during college, so that after the parties and after I woke up the next morning, I could go brush my teeth and go to class. I hear you.
Dude, those are the days where my coffee, to make sure that I could stay awake in class without the headache killing me, I used to hit my coffee with a little bit of Bailey's.
Bailey's?
Yeah, dude, I was a Bailey's.
Bailey's and Jameson.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, dude, I'd wake up and I was like, I was gonna brush
Putting hair on the dog.
Yeah, dude. The hair of the dog. It was a lot. There was like that era. I have a buddy that's like 21 now, right? And then he's like, he goes pretty hard now, and he'll give me a hard time. He's like, you should come hang out and do it. I'm like, dude, I'm not even gonna try to hang. He's like you know what? And I was like, yeah, I've been there. I'm happily not going there again. There is so much.
I enjoy. Right. I enjoyed it when I was 21, but when I when I got to like 28, 29, and hangovers started lasting more than a day, I didn't want it anymore.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't. It's so rough, dude. The time just like your shoulders hurt, your back hurts, your fucking head hurts. And like it's like I'm mostly a liquor guy when I drink, even now, and so I don't get that bad of hangovers, and usually I don't feel that bad. But at the same time, it's like you get tired faster, too, because you're like, dude, now I gotta go home and gotta do this, and oh, well, I had this to do on the weekend because I got fucking responsibilities now. So it was funny because he went, he was telling me about how he was drinking he went like out and had like martinis, like he was like did like the whole brunch and like the whole day thing like adults do, and he's like, I don't know how they do it, man. And I'm like, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that they're not drinking a quarter of what he's drinking. What they're doing is pacing it out through the day so they never get drunk, and it's all social. You learn the art of drinking almost, because you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nurse this drink for 2 hours. It's gonna look like I'm drinking a lot because I've had a glass in my hand the whole time. But I'm actually not drinking that
much. It really is an art the more you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've done it, I've gotten it pretty well mastered as well. Because I can't do more than one or two, and it's not because I'm lightweight or anything, but just because even if I drink more than that, it'll take me a little while to get there. But if I drink two, I know I'm gonna be hurting in the morning, so I don't drink more than two. So, and that's of anything. Really, I only ever drink now when my brother comes over and we have a couple beers together or whatnot, and just enjoy it. My buddy, who actually he comes over here near here for Army stuff. So when he comes over, we'll sit down and have Crown Royal and Dr. Pepper is my favorite drink. And so we will usually pour some Crown Royal and Dr. Pepper out and just enjoy a good time. chatting.
Speaking of old shit, since we're there and you said you're a Crown and Dr. Pepper guy, so you drink Dr. Pepper. I drink Coke. I'm a Coke guy. I'm a Coke or rarely Pepsi if they don't have Coke, right?
Yeah.
But have you found that going between Dr. Pepper and Cola, whatever one you drink, is that more of an annoying jump than it used to be?
I think so. Are they? I think they used to be that the recipes weren't that far off, that they weren't that big of a jump. But now it feels like it's just.
I think it's an age thing. I think we're fine. How old are you?
Is it?
How old are you?
I think we're the same age. I think I'm 30.
Yeah. So I think that we are just fucking hitting that point where we're set in our ways. And we've
Oh, sweet.
We've accumulated so much of just doing the same thing on the same repetition that it's like, okay, we like this. And then you try something else and you're like, I wish I just had the thing that I usually get.
You know what? Now that you say it, I'm gonna go to Cracker Barrel and buy me a couple of rocking chairs and set them out in front of my porch and sit there and yell at people.
In face. Dude, this game's a lot of run and round up, like you were saying about Call of Duty Zombies. It's fun though. The gunplay's actually solid. I have to say,
This one sound like the guns.
It's very smooth. The gun models are nice. The blocking nature of it actually really works. I like the little skull that comes up. This is just early act. This is like real. This is like the game's not even up for early access yet, but it didn't have it said to stream it, so I'm streaming it. But
Nice.
This is like early wish list bullshit, you know?
I see you're using the machine gun. Have you tried not using the machine gun?
There is two guns. There's the pistol and the machine gun.
I hear it makes the game that much more difficult.
So, funny thing about that, I have played all three missions. I have officially beaten what this game has. But what's funny about you saying that, have you tried not using machine gun, is in the fucking actual challenges that they said you could do, you could play, they said one of them was just playing it with the pistol.
Well, that's a challenge for me.
Dude, you're right, buddy. You're the only guy that can do it. I am bad at video. They said
probably
play
the only idiot that can do it.
They said play it on hard mode, and I was like, I'm out. And they were like, extra challenge 2, play only with a pistol. I'm like, out again. And I just played it and I died a bunch.
Audi 5000.
I'm like, I am not your guy, pal. It is not me.
Let me direct you to my idiotic friend, Rev. He'll do it. And he won't even mean to.
How many subs are you at right now?
42.
42, okay. So, eventually down the line, when you get a little higher in your sub count, definitely get Keymailer. Because I think there will be a lot more games that'll appeal to you. It doesn't seem like a lot of boomer shooter companies put their games on Keymailer. And it's one of those things that I think, it's cool that there is a site that, like, it's like, oh yeah, this is so creators can, like, I made my face really big on the stream because I wanted to. It's like, oh, so that way, like, people can play the games, and you get, like, keys to games so you could then bring it up to your audience. And I honestly did not see a lot of chances for me to get one, so when I got this evil Timefall and it looked mildly okay, I'm like, yeah, let's do this, dude. You have to, like, ask for the keys, and then you have to go through a certain amount of criteria before they'll even accept you or not accept you. So
Yeah.
I think I can make, and I'm not sure that, so I don't think there's enough here on the game currently to make a full video. It's 3 levels and they're all fairly similar. I think it's just this is more like a tech demo, I think, than anything else.
Yeah, it would be a short video.
So I think I'm gonna drop this on like a Monday or a Tuesday, and just be like, Evil Timefall gave me a key to what they had currently built to the game. It runs great. The guns feel fantastic. This is something to wishlist on Steam. I don't know. Maybe I'll make it interesting.
Sounds like a plan.
That was fun though. That was fun. I love having you on, Rev. You're one of my favorite people here. Like,
Hey, well, thanks, Jiffy.
there's a few people that I've met through YouTube that I really like, that I've had back on my streams and stuff, and you're one of them. I think you, Snail, and Mike I've had on. Mike's one of those dudes that something always interesting to talk about with Mike. I don't know. He's an interesting cat. Yeah,
Snail, we love him, but he's Canadian, so.
Yeah, Dean. Well, I mean, we've gotten back at the Canadians. They seem like Trudeau made it sound like we're gonna have a war with them, which don't really know what you're gonna do, Trudeau. But like, yeah, I don't know if you saw that, dude. That's weird. So there's a tariff on Canada now, right? And Trump was like, there's a lot of fentanyl coming from Canada. We got to put tariff on. And I'm like, well, what do we get from Canada? I don't know. But supposedly tariffing Canada now.
Syrup.
Isn't... I don't know, dude. Was there a good Canadian cigarette?
Syrup, not cigarette.
Syrup. Oh, dude. In my head, I'm like, what is Pall Mall, a fucking Canadian company?
I don't know, maybe.
But I was like, all right, so we're tariffing them, whatever. This isn't going to affect my day-to-day, so. But then Trudeau came out, he's like, we're real mad at the U.S. now. I am not in blackface. That is for later. I am very mad at the U.S. They're going to regret this. And I'm like, but how? How, though, Trudeau? What's your big game plan here? Oh, my gosh. Look at her smile at the dada. Oh, my gosh. Baby Jiffy is now a part of the stream.
Oh, the baby reacts.
Yeah, dude. Let's go. I'm the baby. That's where you go like this, man. You're like, let's go.
I'm the baby.
Yeah, is that
is
that your only input? Is that your only input, goofball? Ah, now we're getting real commentary. I can't say what she said.
Certainly the most precious input we've had tonight.
You think it's precious, but if I were to actually tell you what she said, I would be demonetized on YouTube. I got a big racist baby.
Tell me. Never. Don't tell me.
Big racist baby. I always have to stop her. I gotta be like, no, they're people too.
Oh my goodness. Is she actually reciting Mein Kampf right now?
No, dude, evil baby. It's an evil baby. No, she's the sweetest thing ever. I'm a big fan of this thing. You know what's funny? I could give a shit less about children before okay, so I always wanted kids, right? Obviously, like I think everybody wants to have a kid to a certain extent. Not everybody, but some people want to. Well, you know when you want to have a kid or not, right? Well,
right.
But there's like a part of me that like wanted to have one, but also didn't fucking like other people's kids. There's nothing. I used to think there was nothing more annoying than, oh, dude, my baby crawled. I'm like, yeah, that's what they fucking do. Like, congratulations, bro. Your fucking baby does baby shit. Wow, dude. Now I have a kid. I'm like, my fucking baby crawled, and I hate myself so much for it. But also, what are you doing? I know it's red and shiny. Yeah, and like she says stuff now, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, she's saying stuff like da 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 da. Sometimes she'll
No.
go say the same thing back, but it's not. She won't say just dad that. She just goes da 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 da. But dude, it's big fun, dude. She is so entertaining. It's wild to me, dude. Just like how I care now, and I see other people's babies, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so fucking cute. I like it. It's like somebody could have walked. There could have been an army of cute babies that walked in front of me before I had a kid, and I would have looked at them and been like, where the fuck are these kids' parents, and why are they near me?
Why are you next to me? Right.
Like, get the fuck out of my existence, babies. I do not care about you. It's lucky I'm a kind enough person not to start kicking you. Like, but now that I have a baby, I care, dude. I see it, I'm like, oh my god, they're so cute. Sometimes I'm lying and their baby's ugly as fuck. But most of the time, I think they have, like, cuteness to them. But god, there's some fucking ugly babies. And I'm so glad my baby
Kind of like
wasn't
a
ugly.
pug.
Yeah, dude, they look like either like an old man with like Parkinson's, or they look like a dog, or they look like a zombie. There's like no in between. And then there's cute. There's like the ugliest thing you've seen are cute.
Yeah. Yeah, like what I mean, like when I say pugs are ugly as sin, but like so ugly they're cute.
Oh yeah,
Like that's.
I disagree. When I see a baby that's that fucking ugly, I'm like, how are you cute? I would not bring you out in public. If my daughter was that ugly, I would just lock her in a box.
Oh no!
I wouldn't do that. No, don't lick me. Dude, she's doing this new thing. If you get near her, she just licks you.
Wow, she's just figuring everything out. Got a whole world to learn.
I know, dude. See, she's gonna be smart, unlike her dad, and go. She's gonna actually become like a doctor, lawyer, president, and she'll have to give speeches on. My father's words in the past do not reflect who I am today.
Yes, we know that one video of Jiffy of my father and that one reverend talking about Donald Trump's penis.
Yeah, that does not reflect the type of person I am.
And they talked about being America's taint.
He is America's taint, bro. You need it. You need it to separate the buttholes and the dicks. Dude, have you seen Team America?
Yes.
Oh, dude, the speech he gives about buttholes and dicks is one of the greatest speeches ever put in a movie, period. Because dicks, they fuck. But assholes, they shit on everything. Even the pussies.
Do you have it memorized completely?
No. I can't even memorize a song that I'm singing to the baby. I just start making shit up, and it becomes awful every time. I'll be like, it's a small world after all. Lot of dolphins died today. A fisherman went by. He hit them with a club, and then he ate their flesh goodbye. That's how all my songs end up going.
And she's none the wiser.
I have no idea if the cats ate. Savannah, yeah, I had input. What do you have to say? Oh, she just keeps talking. She's on fire. Fire commentary. Best baby. It's the best baby. Actually, my buddy asked me if I was ready for the snow. And, like, my other coworker from my old job back in Oregon was like, make sure you keep that baby warm. And I said, there's too many soft babies in the world right now. Too many weak babies. I'm putting my baby outside. I will not have a weak baby. They say the U.S. has the weakest babies. That's what they say. But not my baby. She stays out in the cold while it sleets. She's a strong baby. She will not die.
Doesn't even have a jacket on.
Doesn't even have a jacket on. In fact, she's out there in a diaper fighting off the rats. I heard Joe Biden was one of those
She's like,
rats.
it's cold?
Hillary Clinton is one of these rats that she is fighting. She is a real patriot. Kamala's a rat.
Of course, there's no bigger rat than Kamala.
Kamala. I didn't win one election. No, I won the biggest election because I didn't just beat Joe Biden. I also beat Kamala.
And I have a large penis.
I have some say the largest of penises. What the fuck? Yeah, dude, electricity just fucking zig-a-zig-wooed in my house right now, buddy. I might die.
Oh, don't do that.
I know, dude. The baby will be fine, but the Jeffrey's a big pussy.
He needs a jacket.
He has left-wing tendencies. That's what they say about him. A big L man. He is not for the cause. He only sometimes agrees with me. Other times he disagrees. We can't have that. He's the opposite of your typical
he needs a
Hassan
jacket
fan.
because he gets cold like all the other Democrats.
All the Democrats, they need coats. Republicans don't need coats because we're a new Republican Party. We want to talk about the New Deal. I want to talk about the new America. No jackets required. We're going inside because it's cold, though.
Wait, I'm trying to bring it up. I'm glad you did. I was like, you're being very ironic right now.
Oh yeah, dude. The whole, like, I don't blame him for bringing it inside either. Like, I saw Don Lemon, like,
Dude, I don't either.
I saw, because Twitter's all been politics. I can't get away from it, right? Right now, you cannot get away from it. This is like during election time. This is where you see everybody with their. Dude, one of my favorite things in the world during this time period is to see like other creators that, you know, and they're like, I don't usually get political, but and then the most fucking hot take political shit you've ever heard gets popped up. Like, cool, dude. I'm glad you told everybody right now. Everyone that was watching you for your fucking reviews on video games really wanted to hear your opinion on global economics or global politics right now. That's what they wanted.
Taking notes during Satan video. Give the most twisted review or political views that I possibly can. Maybe even add in an interesting salute.
See, Rev didn't mean to do it. He's autistic.
He's autistic.
Dude, that's like, here's the thing, dude. I think it's so funny that people can't work in nuance anymore, dude. It's like, I can look at Elon Musk, right? And I remember when he first started getting started, there were so many people on Reddit that was like, dude, fucking hippies with their fucking electric cars. And now they're like, dude, Elon Musk, pretty great guy. And I'm like, I remember thinking that the electric cars were cool. And now thinking that some of the shit was cool. But also I can admit when Elon Musk is being fucking mad cringe all the fucking time. Why is he sucking off Donald Trump so hard?
All the time.
So mad cringe, dude. I was like, you can live in a world where you think a guy does some cool shit sometimes, but also know that they're mad cringe. It's like, I don't watch a Sean Penn movie because I'm a Sean Penn human fan. Like, I watch Sean Penn movies because he's a good fucking actor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with Elon Musk, I like that Twitter's a little less, like, is closer to free speech, because I believe it's free speech. But then when he gets mad at Asmongold and pulls his checkmark away because because Asmon's like, that's not your real player stats, and Elon Musk throws a little hissy fit, I mean, like, that's mad cringe pussy behavior, Mr. Musk. You little fucking...
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, leak you and Asmon's DMs like a real grown-up billionaire does. That's... I'm not gonna think that's not cringe, just because I will never have that thing where I'm like, oh, because we have like certain views that align, I need to like everything you do. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
I'm
go ahead.
Yeah, personally, I like his internet. That's what I use here because we live in the middle of the country. So
I heard Starlink's really good. I don't have it because I have pretty good internet with Xfinity. But
yeah, I mean, I don't have any problems. I don't think I'd have any problems streaming either. The upload speed's pretty decent for what it pushes 30 megabytes sometimes.
I know a guy that has it
which
on
is
his
not
boat
horrible.
and just gets it in the middle of the Gulf, bro. Like,
Yeah,
that's fucking wild. Like that and like when I see his rocket fucking take off and land, I'm like, that's cool shit. I don't like
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
take the person out of it, right? Take the person out of it, and then like, because I see people get mad just because Musk is doing it. I'm like, all right, are we really gonna be mad that innovation's happening right now?
right.
Like,
That's the same argument we had, that people made with freaking J.K. Rowling. Take the person out of it, and the freaking Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy was its own thing, right? We go back to that. It's the same difference.
Same thing with Alan Moore. Alan Moore, like, I love Watchmen. I love V for Vendetta. Do I like Alan Moore whenever he opens his mouth? No. I really don't like 90% of what Alan Moore has to say. The guy's like the king of fucking douchebags. But the dude wrote Watchmen, so he's always going to be pretty cool in my book for writing that. But God, that guy is an asshole.
Yeah.
It's like
so, I'm like, for me, I'm going to continue to enjoy Starlink internet and be really amazed by the fact that we've got rockets landing back, where they're supposed to be, and can be just fine saying this guy, that Musk can be an absolute chode sometimes, if not most of the time. So,
hey, the dude's so cringe, it's fucking painful. But I do like that because of what he did with Twitter, now Facebook's following, and hopefully YouTube will too, and I can make jokes on my YouTube channel and not worry about like me getting thrown off the platform at any time. It's like I like to see dominoes fall in the right direction, even if I'm not the biggest fan of the guy who made those dominoes fall. It's like, I think that's fair. I think that's how most people should look at shit. Fair. It's like, I'm
right there with you.
Yeah, dude, it's so weird. It's so weird because like I know people that are like all for. It's like, you gotta believe everything I believe. That's not how anybody is. I don't think anybody agrees on anything, and the thing that you do is fucking retarded. Like that's actual.
It's a little Delulu.
Yeah, dude. Delulu. It's Delulu in the woo woo. That last one was just the grr sound was just to make the baby smile.
Oh, I thought I didn't know what was happening.
Oh yeah. Dude, when I make weird noises, the baby laughs, so then I just keep doing them. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, Rev, I think I'm gonna get off because I gotta get up at like 7 tomorrow. So, it has been a pleasure, my friend. You keep cooking because you're doing really good, dude. I think that the more you put out there, eventually you will start to see some actual good progression. I think you have the ability and the humor to do it, and you're also very charismatic. So, it's just about time.
Yeah. And the grind.
Dude, there will always be the grind. I don't know if you've seen sometimes when you're going through your feed and you see a channel with like 2,000 subs with a video with like nearly no views, because that's been something I've been seeing lately on your feed, click on it and go look at some of their videos. You'll notice that there are people who've been on this platform for a very long time with a decent sub count that cannot get views. And it's because either they don't have a good grind set, or they didn't change with the time, or they got stagnant or whatever. Yeah, I see it all the time going through YouTube, and I'm like, how did this guy? Well, what did this guy do to get to 2K subs? And then I'm looking at his videos, and I'm noticing that his videos don't get even close to the amount of views that mine do. And then I go back like 6 years ago and saw that they got like 4 years ago or something, and they got like a pop off where they never capitalized on it. So with your stuff, I can
Which
see,
is unfortunate. Yeah.
I can see one of your videos popping off and then having it being capitalized upon. Like people check out your other content because I think there's something there. That's
Sweet.
cool.
Well, I'm gonna continue pumping them out. That's for sure.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, we'll have to do this again too. I know I say that every time and then we just do it again. So it's not surprising, but